Mic check, mic check.
Balls. No, you know how we do.
No, no, not that one.
No.
Why of all things you had to say that one? Balls. Oh my god.
Balls. Balls. Oh, there. That's good. I was looking at our pictures in TwitchCon. Man, I should go this year, man.
Chewy, do I have regrets? Not really, but
He doesn't have regrets. No regrets.
regrets. I, I remember just telling who I told this. I told this to Jews. I told Jews that like if I'm gonna go out, I'm going out in my like kind of like my term style, but it was
Yeah.
just. But he just I just had a laugh. But I just told him like if it's worth it because what was crazy about it, I remember talking to my girlfriend about this that it had a negative outcome because of course a lot of people because the negative outcome I didn't like about it was a lot of people
Mm.
came in and just randomly followed. And
Mm-hmm.
my mods tried their best to stop it. They told them like, "Hey, stop following, because this is gonna be suspicious. Doesn't see because like I said, I was at 300 at some right, and it
Mm-hmm.
jumped. It like skyrocketed all the way to like 800 just from those 2 nights. So I was like, oh crap, they're gonna. I feel like Twitch is gonna like be very suspicious about this, and they'll be like, hey, this guy's a little sus. He went from 300 all the way to 800 within 2 nights. That's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. So I feel like that was one indication. Of course, the second one was of course the live events and stuff like that. But the
Mm-hmm.
third one was I remember just like it's kind of like peeking around the VODs in Twitch to see like okay who else is live streaming the event. So far, I saw like there were multiple people, but they always had their screens on them, and they're watching it from like a different like a TV or a different screen to get their
Exactly.
initial reaction. So I was like, okay, I see what was going on here. And then when I saw one that was showing the
Mm.
event, instantly got taken down. I was like, oh crap.
Yeah, it's like you know how sometimes people live stream UFC fights
Yeah.
and boxing fights? Yeah,
Mhm.
it's kind of like that. That's why you get taken down.
Yeah.
But it seems to me like it definitely sounds to me like it was mass reported and then taken
Yeah,
down.
that was what I was kind of thinking. Like I know probably Twitch has like those undercover viewers. They
Yep,
come
yep.
in and they probably like, okay, let's see what's going on here, and then of course they
There was
go,
this one time that I got muted while I was streaming.
ooh,
Um Cause you know how I have my audio set up like where it's split,
yeah,
so at the VOD you don't save the music. That's how I was able to play like copyrighted music.
yeah,
Um, but this was I was playing Disney lo-fi, and mind you, it's not Disney songs. It was Disney lo-fi, and I
yeah,
was muted while I was live. I had to restart everything. I was muted for like a day.
yeah.
Like I wasn't what do you call it? I wasn't banned or anything, but I was muted. I can't
Mhm.
whenever I play, it's like I have audio problems.
Yeah. Yeah, see, like with that. Well, the thing with that, because even if you like, if you were enough to even play music, it
Mm.
automatically like it gets rid of it right
Flags
away. Yeah,
you. Yeah.
yeah, it flags you like you don't get the copyright there. It's almost like they're doing it for you, like they helping you. Like okay, we're gonna get rid of music, but your stream is gonna keep running from your gameplay or your chatting,
Mhm.
etc. So it's always gonna be there. I think the only thing that always everyone recommended, and sometimes people do it like a lot, was always put copyright music, the non-copyright music, and they always check it out like on Spotify. Sometimes on Spotify you can play like those things called Nightcore, those Nightcore playlists. Have you ever heard?
Mm.
So they be playing that one, or they go on YouTube. They have like a browser audio on their stream, and they play like of course non-copyright on like on their stream. So But I know people always want their music in their stream and stuff like that, and they try to figure out ways of doing it. So it was
Yeah,
just,
yeah, yeah.
but I can see like from your point of view, because like the ones you, especially lo-fi, which is surprising, as you were saying about Disney lo-fi, because
Yeah, supposedly it's already a mix. So it's
yeah,
supposedly not copyrighted already,
yeah,
but
but also majority is supposed to be like, it's always like melodies, right? Because I majority of it is melodies, isn't it? Like the
yeah. Well, basically it was I think it was like instrumental Disney. And every time we do karaoke and try to sing Disney songs, it's
uh,
automatically muted in the VOD. Whatever. Like, I mean, technically, for example, Sarah's nice when she's singing,
hmm.
but she likes to sing Disney songs, and she gets muted every single time. There was this one time that I tried to sing A Whole New World. That one was muted as well.
Damn. They,
It's
you're who were you singing that to? You were singing that to Sarah. So it's like I'll show you a whole new world. Please let me in and stuff like that. So
there you go. She's saying, "Let me in, let
let
me
me in. Okay, hang on. Let me my where you at?
in." I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Let me. Oh, join us. Just jump into any VC, Sarah, and I'll drag you in. Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I never. That's wild though. I never. Never had that like ever happen that with. If that ever happened with most of y'all, like if you ever watch any streamers that tried with music and stuff like that, that happens to them.
Am I in?
Yes, you are in.
Hell yeah. Okay, so how is there like is there a way for me to are we doing like a stream together kind of situation?
Oh yeah, I already have a multi-stream setup. So let me we could turn that on.
Do I have to already be streaming for that to work?
I mean, like even you don't have to, like if they want to like check you out, there it's already there just for them to see.
Oh, okay. Cuz I'm not live yet. I still got to get my tea.
What are
Cuz
you what
I'm what? What? What?
what kind of tea you're making?
I need green. I'm getting green tea because I'm hungover and I need caffeine.
Oh my god. I was like, oh, I knew I had that sense when you sent me that message. I was like, wait, were we supposed to do this while we're streaming? How did it turn out to be a pregame?
I'm hungover. Um, but okay, so wait, okay, walk me through. How is it gonna work?
Okay, so right now, like since I made the thing, I will put it in chat so that way you could copy and paste it on your end, so you can use it.
Oh, okay.
So put it, there you go.
Jelly. Hi, Gracie. Okay. I will be right back. I'm gonna get my tea. I'm gonna get my
Yeah.
water. I'm gonna get my joint that's in my car.
Wow,
And
come on, pothead freaking 101. Never lose your stash in your
uh,
vehicle, because that's how it gets stolen. I'm telling you.
it okay. You're not from Montana. Things are different up here.
Okay, what do you mean? I'm in
I
California. I live in the hood.
I used to. I used to sleep with my doors unlocked.
Oh god, that's screaming just like
Dude,
help,
do you
help.
know how many people live in the state of Montana?
I don't know. Shit, that was cold
There's
over there.
not a lot. There's not a lot. We're good people. We're good people up here.
I don't know about that, but okay, I will.
Okay, honestly, I'm gonna Google it right now. Before I get my tea, I'm gonna look up, okay, crime rate in Montana.
Oh,
Uh there's 4,600 violent crimes and there's 21,000 property crimes. And you live in California, correct?
yes.
All right, so let's compare that to crime rate
Oh wait.
in California.
Okay, wait. Before you do that, put Southern California because if you're mixing California, you're talking about North and South. So
All
type in
right. How
Southern
about
California.
Southern California?
Yeah, because there's different. There's difference.
The lowest property crime rate was in the Sierra region at 1405. I don't know what that means. But that's in one specific. Okay, this is no. I'm going back to just California as a total, okay?
Oh, okay, fine.
Property 900,000 per year. Violent crimes 100,000 per year. And do we remember how many are in Montana? 4,000 versus 100,000. We're good people up here.
I believe it.
We're
I
good
believe it.
people.
Oh my god, really?
Okay, I'll BRB. I'm gonna get my tea. I'm gonna get my water. I'm gonna get my weed. What else do I need? Am I rhyming up the wazoo right now? Or what?
Get your soberness while you're at it.
Straight
Get your
bar.
soberness while you're at it. God damn it,
Dude, I'm sober as shit, and it's painful. I'm hungover. That's why I need the weed. Okay, BRB.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. I want to follow up on what you were talking about and about the one where you got
About
muted.
porn?
When you got
Oh,
muted?
okay.
No, not that. What the fuck? I was talking about that. Oh my god, this is already going off to a great start already. And you're not even hungover. You're not even drunk or anything. You're already like just yourself. You're yourself at this point. Jesus Christ, I can't even. And I question myself like, why am I friends with with you? My God,
You're friends with the same kind, Choi. You're one of us.
I was held at gunpoint when that happened. I was held at gunpoint. Oh my god!
I mean, what kind of guns are we taking? Like this?
Guns that take lives. Guns that take lives. We'll go with that one. Sure, why not? Oh my god.
All right. What was it? Disney music muting. Yes. I had to remind myself.
You already forgot? Yeah. No. Sorry, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, like that's I think because I know you've been doing so many karaoke's like either like for celebration or you want to do like a karaoke night with a lot of people. Majority of the time I never once the time, especially in my opinion, the times I've been in your stream, I never seen not once, never heard it muted until like now, until you're telling. Like, I think the time when I think that probably happened when I was away for a minute.
No, so while I'm streaming, I don't get muted.
Mm-hmm.
Just that one time.
Yeah.
That one time that because of the Disney Lo-Fi. And I couldn't figure it out why it was muted, but when I checked the VOD, that's what it says, that it was muted. So
Like you went like when you finished, you look back at it and it said got muted.
Muted. Yeah. So I knew.
Okay.
But I wasn't able to stream the rest of that day.
The rest, okay. Yeah, because that's kind of weird though. Like I'm like, how was they able to pick? Like, how is it determined? Like based off like like the original melodies from like, of course, because we all know Disney music and the melodies, how it sounds versus when it gets remixed to like any type of like genre or like, or as you say, like lo-fi. How like
yeah, it shouldn't have mattered, to be honest, because like I said, it's not supposed to. So that has to be manually reported by someone. Like somebody was in the stream and reported it. That's why I was telling with you with that number of viewers, most likely it was a mass report. There's already like 10-15 people that came in with the raid, and Was it a raid or did the
I
viewers
had
just pair up?
that second night. I had a double raid, but
Hmm.
it wasn't a lot of people because I think it was like 7 and I think like 2 people, so like 9 people that altogether came in that raid. So
So it all came from just
just
viewership.
yeah, they just did a stampede like the Lion King, and they started coming into my stream. I was like,
Yeah, so that's most likely what it is. So I would say there's at least maybe 25 or 20 Twitch channels
hmm.
that is there. So if you actually go to users in chat, I regularly ban what I think that are like bots.
The thing was makes it hard though, cause like cause majority of the time I look through like each person that comes to the chat, like okay,
Mhm.
like even if they
No, but
have
some of them are like obvious.
yeah,
So like
some are obvious, but I know I never had time to do it because
exactly.
there were so many people coming in. I just couldn't like
Hmm.
so it made it hard now for myself. It made it hard for the mods to like okay, which one's the real person, which one's a fake. Which,
Yeah.
so so that
Not
made it
only a
hard.
fake, like fucking
Yeah, that works
works
for Twitch.
for
So I was like, oh
Twitch, yeah.
god, I can't.
Or not even for Twitch, but like maybe what is WWE? Like what production are they from? Like whoever works
Well,
in that
they're
company.
nationwide, so they have lots of connections. So it's so even like wherever production they work with, they have deep connections. But I think also with they also are connected with Peacock, which is another live streaming platform that they live stream which is their number one uh station for live streaming. And so I'm like thinking it could possibility be like from other companies that roam around other live streamers. Doesn't matter if it's on
Maybe.
YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, you name it.
Yeah, like I bet they hire people for just for that.
Yeah, so but the thing is I'm not sure how deeply connected Twitch is because I never not once or got any news about Twitch becoming like a big nationwide company. So it's just weird. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who was it? Who was I seeing? Oh yeah, so like in Valorant and Overwatch when
mhm,
they watch people
mhm.
for cheaters, there's actually people that watch 100 streamers at the same time. So they had
Really?
like yeah, they have like six
Six monitors?
screens.
Like
Six screens,
holy
yeah, and
shit.
then and then it would continuously like switch over like whoever's they're
Wow.
watching.
Damn, but doesn't I can like imagine like you said with 6 monitors and you had to look for the cheater. You had to
Mhm.
be like looking at one at a time in each
But you know
game.
what helps is if somebody reports them. So if somebody reports your vision, they get a notification,
Mhm.
and so they can pull up this person's stream and watch it and see
Okay.
double check if they and that's also how they give out gifts in Overwatch and Valorant. So like
Oh.
they could give out like skins and
Mm.
what do you call it, like the little keychain,
Yeah, little key for
the
Overwatch.
little
Yeah,
keychain
little keychains.
for Valorant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I think it's like a dev tag or something.
Yeah.
They give that out when they commend for good um gameplay and stuff like that.
Yeah, that damn. Dude, that's wild. Cause I remember I always watched. I used to like with my Frost Night.
Hmm.
We normally watch like any esports event, and I always he tried. Was funny. He tried to get me to Valorant. I was like, I don't know how I feel about Valorant. I'm not sure. It's
He
hard.
doesn't. He does. Frost. He doesn't play mouse and keys. So
I do play Mouse and Keys. I've actually been
for
game.
FPS,
I actually began.
I don't think
Well,
so.
yeah, I've been playing. I'm back. I think when I first started streaming, I remember when I did Fortnite with my girl,
That's
Frost. I was
right.
only
Mhm.
controller. I was only controller.
Uh-huh.
But I know you could connect a controller to your PC, so I did that. I've been doing that since the matter of time. But then I was like, let's try to do mouse and keyboard. I tried it. I struggled. That shit was the worst. I was like, "What does this do? What does that do?" It looks so weird.
This isn't
Oh,
phasmophobia.
I
Do
was
you
just
play?
about to say.
Do you play Phasmophobia in controller?
No, well, I tried it, but I think it was
It
a lot
was.
harder. It was like harder to,
It's not. Yeah.
yeah, it was
It's
a lot
not
harder to
very.
configure. So I was like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I guess I'll try Phasma since it's like not a lot of movement. You just move your
It's not
mouse
that
and keep,
bad.
yeah. But yeah, it was like,
There are too many buttons. Hi, Amy.
yeah, it was just wild. I think that was like I said, I think I remember watching this YouTube video. It's like, how do you get better at mouse and keyboard? Literally says play.
You don't.
Someone said you don't, but you have to do it as you play. So I was like, okay,
It's
fine.
definitely hard with long nails. Like, I they know. It's like when in GTA when I have long nails, I apologize in advance.
Mm,
Like, cause it's really hard for me to move around and drive and whatnot.
yeah.
But the crazy part is because I used to play console.
Mm,
Um, and then I got a PC that's good enough to play the games.
yeah.
Um, I switched from controller to mouse, and then I was trying to go back to controller because of
Mm,
my nails.
yeah.
But I can't aim anymore. Aiming is definitely easier with a mouse. Like that
It got.
I that's true. It is true.
It is true, yeah. But yeah, you also can like you can mess with settings that could fit your gameplay. So that was also the crazy part.
That's
And
true. That's
and what
true.
it was kind of funny, like when I forgot how I did this. I did this with my little brother at one time. Sometimes me and my brother will play zombies like how we used to do back then.
Mm.
I told my brother like, "Hey, little bro, let me try something." I was like, "What are you gonna do?" I'm gonna do mouse and keyboard. What? What? He's around me said, "What are you, ninja? You doing mouse and keyboard?" I'm like, first of all, we ain't playing Fortnite. Calm yourself. I just want to see
Ninja?
how crazy it will be just to do mouse and keyboard. I struggled with not the movement, but with the when you look with the mouse. My look vision will be like
Oh,
the
sensitivity.
sensitivity will look that way real quick. It was like, oh shit,
Mhm.
I'm like, oh shit. He'll get, and then when I shoot, I'm pointed up, and so like you have to move the mouse to to shoot straight, and
Yeah. And like there's like DPI settings and stuff too. So
yeah,
it's not just you just gotta find your settings for mouse
yeah,
and keys.
yeah. But what made it like funnier to top it off? I remember watching the old clip that you did a while back, your little highlight clip on your Instagram.
Which one?
The one where you had like multiple funny clip moments, right? And there were clip moments of
Oh,
you and I and playing COD zombies for the first time. And
mhm.
and before the clip of us just playing zombies, it was you shooting a random character, but you were spraying the character. You got scared. You got scared.
Yeah, no, what happened was I was laughing, right? I think I was laughing, and I was laughing and I was covering my mouth, and I put the controller on my lap. So
Mm,
as I was laughing, it was pressing on the trigger.
yeah.
So that's why it was spraying all over because it was on my lap.
Yeah, because of what I said, because you were so into the character, and I was like, and I had the
What's his
emo.
name? What's his
I
name?
have no, I don't know. You're gonna
Francis.
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 I'm like, you're like, I think one was when I told you I did the emo to stop, and then the second time you were trying to look under his skirt, and I was like, you need to stop, Anna. I feel very uncomfortable, and I walked away. And it was like
Yeah.
that one was funny because we were like diving 5 minutes in your stream, you're already dying.
Right. And I think I was gonna do like a 12-hour stream
Yeah,
too.
you just could. I was like, oh god. But yeah, but eventually I actually got better to where like I was kind of thinking of like trying to do comps in Overwatch as well
Mm-hmm.
as possibility, not saying for sure, of trying Valorant to see what's the big.
Valorant's just too slow for me. I get like super duper bored when I play
Well, I
it.
heard it's long too because they have like what, like 6 rounds or 10 rounds in the game.
It depends on what you're playing. If you're
Oh,
playing the
Okay,
regular,
I'm
you know.
back.
welcome back.
I
Tea with water with weed. My tea be steeped. Uh, my my weed be weeped.
You weeby
Mm.
weep.
Okay, so I'm gonna go live. What do I how do I stream how do I do this? How do I help me? Can I just go live?
Yeah, you go live and I'll send you the
Yeah.
link. Go live and I'll send you the link.
Okay, okay.
Ideally,
Ah,
go ahead. Are you using OBS?
yes.
And then just turn on your OBS virtual camera so you could be on the Discord too.
Xbox
So
turn
my
off.
camera doesn't work on Discord for some reason.
Okay,
What
that's fine then.
was put?
Cause
But my camera on my OBS works, but if I try like no matter what source I use on Discord, it never shows. It never pops up.
even the OBS one?
Yeah.
Hmm.
How odd.
Here, I'll show you. I'm gonna go live. Okay, we're gonna go live. Let
Mhm.
me change the title. Crossfaded with at
Can you upload that
Louis.
crossfaded logo in your podcast text channel? Or
Oh,
Wait,
you know what I could do? I
yeah,
could just put the
here.
crossfaded logo over my Discord camera
You could.
because then
what?
You
my
could do that
stream
too.
camera is gonna be on the right of you guys. Because I have you guys in like a vertical line at the moment. I don't know. I'm just gonna go live and you guys will see. With
Alright.
chewy locks
She
Oh,
just
wait.
he just put
and
it there.
yeah, it's honor.
Are we in Vegas
And
again?
what is this called? What is this? Talk shows? Talk shows and podcasts.
Talk shows and podcasts. Yes.
All right. We're gonna add a couple Twitch tags like hungover and friends
Mm-hmm.
and friendship and
And Pornhub category.
No. God damn it, dude.
be like, hey yo. Okay.
We ain't gonna talk about Pornhub. We're gonna talk about it
Oh,
later.
I think it's still saved that I'm playing Dead by Daylight. I'm not playing Dead by Daylight.
Power friendship. No, not
Okay, I
OnlyFans.
think it
Stop.
should be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what do I do?
Okay, so Grizzly, don't listen to them. Don't listen to Grizzly.
Hey yo.
Here, I resend you the link. So should be good right there. So when
But is that just me and Anna? Where are you in there?
no, it's oh, actually, you know what? I actually had to fix that
Yeah,
one.
you gotta.
I have to add
You don't need
myself
to
in there.
add me. Yeah, you don't need. You need to take me off because I'm not streaming. You want them toast, not just toast, Mexican toast. Are they painted the
No, I was
flag
thinking
of
of
Mexico?
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, because we need your stream up with my stream, I think. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's fixing it right now, I think.
And then if that's the case, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make you guys big. And I'm just gonna block me out.
Massive.
Massive, super huge.
Gargantuan.
What? Oh, Chewy and Anna, you guys are getting so big on my screen.
You need to stop that.
I'm a yeah, we're growers,
yo.
not showers.
Oh god, stop. I can't.
That should be good. Yeah. Yeah? Is this good?
Yes.
Is this correct? Is this working the way it should be working?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I'm poking you right now.
But Chewy, you're still not in here.
Okay, see,
Hang on.
It's just me and Anna.
I'm
Relax.
poking Sarah. She's not poking back.
Okay.
Right there.
Friendship.
Oh my god.
No, it's fusion.
Fusion. Boink,
Okay, there it goes.
boink. Because then, then I can put that in my chat. W's in the chat.
Okay, there it goes.
Boom. Okay. This is where we need to be.
I'm gonna go pin it. Pin to the wall, yeah.
That's just awesome. Look, see, great idea. He's so big. Oh, God. Okay.
Oh my god, did I just get an ad? I'm stuck in an ad break with both of our streams.
Oh, the multi-twitch, yeah.
Yeah, that does that.
But
no,
they
even if
said
I'm
that
like, that's
the
so
ad
weird.
blocker works on that one. On
I didn't
multi-twitch.
watch the ad, at least, but it did not the ads. Okay, so what were you guys talking about?
Well, for you, Anna was gonna talk about Pornhub, but we're not gonna get in that discussion until probably down the road.
For context, we were talking about the movie Click by Adam Sandler, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he's like, what if you had that power, to pause things? And I told him that there's a category in Pornhub
Wait,
frozen in
what?
time.
No way.
But
No way.
But it's like, but I was just like dumbfounded. How do you know a category and you just named a title from Pornhub? I was like,
It's not a title, it's a category.
Wait, okay,
Come
so
on,
explain the plot of like a porn in this category. Like how does that go? How does that happen?
Okay,
what is that like?
It's not. Okay, so some people would be like, of course it's kind of it's
Ooh,
kind
oh
of
my God.
consented, non-consensual, because you're frozen in time, like you can't really do anything. So the way they fix this is that they get unfrozen and eventually enjoys it. So like that's the whole like plot of it.
Like
Is
I'm so sorry. I missed everything you said. I have to be right back.
okay, no worries.
Okay, so I made my tea, you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot that I had these like honey sticks that I got at TJ Maxx like a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you put them in your tea. Okay?
Ooh.
I, with my stupid hungover, stupid brain, I forgot to take the bag off of it. So it's just been sitting in my hot tea and this
Plastic and
bag
everything.
just like it's all
no.
melted.
Just a little carcinogenic wrapper.
Yeah,
like
now I feel like
no biggie.
should I just make a whole new cup of tea?
I think you should.
You should
I
at
think
this
it
point.
melted, yeah.
Yeah, it's already melted. So you're.
This sucks. Okay,
But this time, take off.
Okay, you know what? Don't. Okay, I'm gonna get my tea settled in a bit. Tell me about the porn. Tell me. I want to know. I want to know how this porn works out first before I go redo my tea, because that's gonna.
I would say some of them they get their devices, like they're freezing in time.
Click.
They click different ways.
Oh my god!
They get their click, then they get that click.
Thank you for the follow, big booty dads. Oh my god!
Yeah, so like it starts like that, and then it's crazy because they kind of get unfrozen, and then they're surprised that their boobs are just out or something like that, and then they get frozen again, and then they'd be like, "Oh shit, what's happening?" And then at some point in the video, they just get unfrozen, and they end up like just enjoying it.
Oh my.
Because they don't want it to be
They're like,
non-consensual.
how is there suddenly a penis inside of me?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. What's happening? And they're like, oh, I like that. Okay.
No, that's comical, dude. I would watch that purely for the comedy. There's no way that this exists.
I know, right? It's I randomly just found it.
And I don't
it's
even
just
want to
like-
search it, you know? I don't want that going in my history. I don't want that going in my data logs.
In
I don't want
in
the
your
NSA.
algorithm.
I don't want that in my algorithm.
First off, you are the one that goes ooh for freaking the killers in Dead by Daylight. This shouldn't be
Yeah,
nothing.
and
That should be nothing.
I'm not seeing the
Oh my god.
the similarities here.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I like to rizz up murderers. What of it?
What of it? Yeah,
What
Troy,
of
what
it?
of it?
You need to get
You
yourself
make
checked.
it sound like it's wrong. It's not.
I mean,
You've seen some of the killers on Dead by Daylight.
I see though, but I never go to the extent of how much riz to the killer like you did.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna level with you, Chewy. I'm gonna explain something.
Okay.
It's really not that I like have a massive thing for all of these killers.
Mm-hmm.
It's purely because I just started playing this game and I'm
Mm.
really bad at it. So my strategy is to just flirt with the killers in hopes that they'll let me live.
Oh my god.
She's using the titty advantage. It works.
I'm using my feminine wiles. Because I'm really bad at the game. I can't loop killers. I'm terrible at running away. But you know
I
what
hate
I'm
that.
really good
I
at?
hate the game. Yeah.
I'm really good at teabagging. And I'm really good at shaking my ass for the killer, okay? I've spent money on that game purely to get a cute ass skin with a cute little itty bitty skirt and a cute little corset top like I wear in real life, dude. It's amazing. But I bought this skin with my own hard earned cash just so that it would increase my chances
Of them being nice.
of rizzing up the killer.
It
Oh my
works.
god.
My main is Sable Ward.
Okay.
I'm a Sable Ward girly.
Okay. I'm not
She's
gonna.
so hot. All right, I'm gonna go make a fresh cup of tea that doesn't have cancer in it, and I will be back.
Cancer.
I'm gonna remember to take the plastic off of the because I want to try these honey spoons. They're so cute.
Look,
Okay,
I'm trying not to get
BRB.
canceled as soon as I got back. We're not doing this again. No. Look, man.
Okay. I'll be right back.
All right.
That's it. Yeah, we're showing titties now. Get him
Okay,
canceled
yeah,
again.
Oh my god, I don't even know how people do that in Dead by Daylight. Just like literally try to like get into the kind side of the killer, and that's, oh my god, I just can't. Because I remember I played Dead by Daylight in the past, but it was just the only hard part I could say is I cannot escape the killer. That's always the hard part about it. But I know how.
Sometimes the killers could be like super trolls.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I know 100%.
So sweaty.
Well, yeah. That's what George. Like I I remember the games I were playing. There were times where people would get reported real quick just for them trolling or like holding the game and like not doing their part as of course, as a killer.
Not finishing, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. generally not finishing.
Imagine getting reported because now you're not finishing.
Damn, that's just a sad day for that person. And if it's like male streamers doing
You sound flaccid. You're not finishing. I'm gonna report you. Edging everyone.
I'll just like if that were the case, I'll just like message like, hey man, I get it. You're in that time of day. I know it's cold outside, but come on, man, you gotta.
Frost, okay, see, Frost said he's a sweat. He finishes. He finishes.
Damn, Frost.
Ravages.
Wow, that's crazy, Frost. Holy shit. Man.
Destroys.
That's not by choice.
Not by choice. He's just massive.
It's just massive.
Can't help it.
Only in first person shooters? No. I'm dying.
Okay, we were talking about Dead by
We were
Daylight.
talking about Dead by Daylight, Frost, but hey,
Because the toxicity in Dead by Daylight, both gamers and the community is just so
yeah.
bad.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
It's so bad. I have never seen any other game. I thought COD was toxic, but have you seen like die-hard DBD fans where
No.
they attack the streamers if they don't stream DBD?
I've
Like
s-
they boycott streamers.
I've excuse me. I remember seeing like clips of like like random clips on YouTube and as well as TikTok. But I know the
Mhm.
ones on not TikTok, YouTube. I seen like videos of just the streamers, like just destroying like very how do you say it, cunning survivors, right?
Mhm.
And they'll come in and they talk so much crap to them, that
Yeah.
and they'd be like, and the streamer, of course, with we try to avoid it or kind of like
Calm
just
them down,
yeah,
like de-escalate.
yeah,
There you
de-escalate, there you go,
go.
yes, but majority of the time they just laugh at it. It's like they like almost like a Fortnite kid, like, why are you mad, Yeah, I was doing my part as a killer. No, you were trolling, man. I know you were trolling. I was like, oh god, this is not. And it gets
Not it.
yeah, and it was getting worse and worse, and to the point where they were saying like slurs on the stuff. I was like, oh god, it's like, is this bad? Like, really?
Yeah, and the way they attack, to me it's attacking the streamers. Like what if this person wants to stream something else, Like what if this person is sick of playing DBD and wants something else? There's this a girl that I used to follow on Instagram. I don't follow her on Twitch because I don't really follow big streamers on Twitch.
Hmm.
Um and basically the last time she posted on her Instagram was like she got so much hate because she wanted to play a different horror game. I think it was Outlast. It's when Outlast Trials came out.
Yeah,
And there were like just 20, 30 people in her chat saying that she's a shitty streamer. This game sucks. She should just stick to DBD. Things like that.
yeah.
And
Wow.
she was so dumbfounded by it. Hello.
Hello.
And
Dumbfounded
that's
by what?
by
What did I
what?
miss?
The toxic DBD community?
Oh, is it toxic?
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Look, even Iron Kill said if you don't hear them within 0.0001 second of them standing next to you, you get abused. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And I
Well,
think
I
that streamer quit. That she doesn't stream anymore
oh
because
wow.
of that. Because her community was mainly built from DBD. So
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
it is like a really great game to stream though. But I
it
think maybe
is.
just because it might just be because I'm new to the Dead by Daylight like community. But so far, I've just like met really lovely people, like really
Yeah,
friendly
that's good.
killers,
Oh yeah.
really nice.
Because you
like,
were shaking your
killers.
booty.
Exactly, dude. Honestly, I think we just solved world peace. If everyone just shook their ass for everyone, there would be no war. There would be none. No more war. We solved it. We cracked the case, you guys.
That's
We
why
just need to
She-Hulk.
teabag everybody.
That's why She-Hulk was twerking. You're right.
Oh god. Yeah. There were. I can. Oh my god. The time I was in your stream when you were with Suzu,
Very bad.
Suzu couldn't handle, like, it was over you just shaking your ass for the killer. I was like,
Yeah.
you're, even she tried to tell you, it was like, Sarah, play the game,
Yeah.
try. She's like, you're like, I can't.
It's so scary though when you play the game. It's like really scary. But when you go into it with like the motive of just flirting with them and trying to get them to like you, it makes it less scary.
Jesus Christ. I played it for a while, and I remember wasting money on like skins and stuff, even getting like the Leon skin and
Oh
like
yeah.
and all like the recent killer before they brought in the new one. So, but it's just like, I could play it, but I rather play with friends because it's always more fun.
100%. I think it's a lot funner if you're playing with some. Like, wouldn't really want to play it if I was by myself. But if I have like one friend or more, I think it's a lot more fun. And I like the custom games too. Like last week we got a decent amount of people in, and so we had to play a custom game. And so we were all like trading being the killer and stuff, and that is so much fun.
Yeah,
I really like Dead by Daylight. But I don't play it right.
yeah. It was hard for me to stick with it to the point where I remember stopping and I started playing Overwatch right after that, and I stuck to
Overwatch is
Overwatch till
my
now.
baby.
Yeah,
I know. I'm kind of beginning to feel myself separate from Overwatch a little bit.
Oh, really?
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. That's surprising.
I'm kind of getting sick of Overwatch. That's crazy. I've never said those words out loud.
What did I miss? What did you say?
I'm quitting Overwatch.
She might quit Overwatch.
I'm not like totally done with
Clip
Overwatch.
it, and then the next time she plays it.
I thought you were done. What's this then, Sarah?
Just like that toxic ex, you know? Keep coming back.
Wow.
You knew you're not supposed to, but
I mean, that's crazy.
I feel like this honey stick isn't melting. Oh wait, it is. No, it totally is.
Maybe it needed the plastic to melt.
I did get rid of
that's true.
time.
Overwatch is that drug. That's addicting drug.
It is that drug.
It is. Was actually funny. I grinded this past 5 days just to get the Mora skin. I played. There were times where I played comp and I played by myself.
I don't know if I even got that Moira skin.
Oh, the Mora skin's so awesome.
I was so about. I'm pretty sure I did. But wow.
I think it was when you reach all the way to level 80 in the battle pass.
Yeah, it's when you finish the battle pass.
Yeah, when you finish the battle pass. Yeah, I was grinding for our 6 days
It's such
straight.
a sick skin. Wait, okay. I heard there's a mythical Mercy skin with this new season coming up.
I think so.
Mythic Mercy skin season. Okay, this has been Googled before.
Are you sure? Are you sure it wasn't another type of mythic Mercy? You know, in the hub category.
In the
mythic skin. But
isn't that what like the new Fortnite skins are? It's mythic as well.
Yeah, but they
like
go
gods and goddesses.
Yeah, well,
dude, this skin is badass.
In this season, yes, but right now they're collaborating with Avatar, so they're bringing like all the.
Oh, it's a different kind of.
Yeah.
Mythology.
Avatar, like the Blue Man Group, or Avatar,
no,
like the Last Airbender.
Yeah, like basically the main ones, like what is it? What's her name? Katara. I'm not sure that's her name. I haven't watched freaking Avatar in a while. Got Aang. Not Zuko, but the other guy, the emo boy that shoots fire. I forgot what his name was. But they brought all those characters in with their abilities. Oh, and Toph, my bad, with Toph, with the fire bending, water bending, air bending, and their earth bending as mythics.
Ooh.
Okay, that'll be badass.
Yeah, and I guess the battle pass is like if you complete their battle pass, you get the Appa glider, the big fluffy animal. If you complete their battle pass.
I did re-download Fortnite. I haven't played it yet, but I did re-download it.
Yeah, but it makes it hard though, because for you to obtain that battle pass, you have to do their quest. Their personal quest. Well, and you have to do that.
Can't I just buy them?
Well, you can
buy. That's how I felt when I tried to get the Witcher.
Yeah, if you want to get like the character ones, you could buy them. But like that glider, you had to go through that battle pass to get it.
You gotta earn it.
You gotta earn it, pretty much. They say like
damn it.
You want this adorable big ass fluffy thing, you gotta grind for it.
You gotta work for it.
Yeah,
Mm.
so
I hate it. As I said, you know how I hate Fortnite, and the only time that I wanted to play it was to get the Witcher skin, Geralt skin, and
Mhm.
I can't. But I said, can't I just buy it? No, they had challenges.
they had
They had challenges
challenges and
every
stuff.
2 weeks.
I thought they wanted my money.
Clearly
I
not.
thought you wanted my money.
Well,
What the
you
hell
still
is
have
this
to pay
shit?
the battle pass. You're gonna pay for the battle
Yeah.
pass, and then you gotta do the challenges. And
That's
I hated
That's
it.
too much. That's
I
too much.
hated it. I didn't want to play the game at all. And I said, I just want the skin so he can give me
Wait,
kisses and tell me he loves me.
Did you ever get the skin?
I did. I did.
Oh,
It was
hell yeah.
grueling. I hated it. Every moment of it. I was playing with Cookie. I think half of it. It was just Cookie carrying me, helping me finish all the fucking quests.
God bless Cookie.
Look, I love that man.
Where is Cookie?
Maybe he's at work because he works swing shift.
Looking the Overwatch. All right, hope you enjoy Overwatch, Rain.
Oh, Sarah here's quitting Overwatch.
Yes, you know,
I'm
especially
not quitting. I'm just merely
we're taking a break.
broadening my horizons.
Yeah, just like me and GTA, you know.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Anna. No,
I'm
no,
getting
no,
this
no.
new badass PC, right?
I don't play anymore.
You're
though,
such a liar.
so-
You're such a liar.
I have not played in like 3 weeks.
If
but
if I go through your profile and it says if it recently said you played like at least a couple days ago, you're lying too.
I haven't. I haven't. Oh yeah, but I know the owner of Rockford Records now, so and they're hiring singers, so that's definitely one thing you could do.
I think that would be really cool though. Would you
Mhm.
play again to be like my GTA manager?
No, they're gonna manage you. So like the
Oh,
company is
so-
gonna set up your concerts
No,
and
that's
stuff.
scary. I need a buddy. I need a pal. I need someone to hold my hand. 'Cause
Where's Done?
don't make me go there alone. Don't make me go there alone.
It was like,
it's
is he-
a scary world.
I was like, it's either your partner with Anna or Dunn, because I know Dunn sometimes play GTA
Well,
as
Would
well.
Dunn help me?
Yeah, I think
miss
he would.
Dunn.
I think he would. But he got banned from that city. He's unbanned now, but
Oh, wait, why?
it was just never the same. Um Degen jokes that went, heard by the wrong people and was
Yeah.
reported for it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's alright though. It's just because it's like I said, it's like there's 13-year-olds there.
Wait, what am I
So
being volunteered? What the fuck, Iron?
to volunteer to play GTA.
Play GTA? Shit, I need to upgrade my PC. Then I'll play GTA.
What? That your PC? Your PC can do it. PC, your PC.
Yeah, my PC can do it.
Here's the duo stream link if you want to hang out with all of us.
Twitch. I think I pinned it.
Oh, it is pinned. Oh,
Yeah.
well, thank you.
See, this is why. See, this is why she wants you as her manager.
Yeah, exactly. What would I do without you?
You'll be twerking to killers. That's what you'll be doing.
Hey, I'll do that till the day I die.
Oh God.
I don't think I can mod her out of that, to be honest.
That's her personality. That's in general.
Guys, Ghostface just doesn't have the right to be that sexy.
Yeah, you know what?
Who
So
gave him the right?
on Halloween there was a group of girls in GTA on the Lucid City that dressed up with Ghostface with a scream face, and they were just wearing lingerie under it. So they were just walking around. I know, they were just walking around
That is
looking
such
like
a vibe.
like hot Ghostface. Just
That would
twerking
be
and
me.
dancing around.
That would be me in GTA as well. Yes. I'd be
Yeah.
a little ghoul. I
Stop.
think I'm
little
gonna smoke some
goon.
of this weed now. Now that I've had some tea, I think
Ghostface
it's
and
time for
lingerie
me
sounds
to-
like a Friday night in Vegas.
It does.
It's,
It does.
it's like you go into a strip bar, like, come now, you got Ghostface.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
I am pink. I am pink girl.
No.
She is
Mm.
pink girl.
I wanted to wear the pink today. Iron, I'm not drinking Yorkshire tea because you didn't send me any.
He didn't,
But
he
you know
didn't
what I
bring
am?
us
I'm
enough.
drinking
did-
some like 5-year-old green tea that I found in
Iron,
the
you
back
did not
of my
send
pants.
Sarah that aim a tea bag. That's what she wanted.
Hey, send
He
me-
did
send me-
he did teabag us, just not enough. Not enough teabagging.
Never enough tea bag.
Well, you two know how to handle your tea bagging. Luckily, I didn't get tea bag, so I'm good.
He only got. Did you get condom from?
It
Juice?
was really good tea though.
Sadly, I did
Iron.
not. I was sad.
Yeah.
I even told you. I remember messaging Juice. I was like, "Hey man, I shot you like $20. Where's my condom?"
Yeah, he has a custom condom. Like,
Yeah.
so the wrapper is
It's
his logo.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
We don't talk about Bruno. Iron, relax.
That's amazing. If I
Yeah,
go to TwitchCon again, I'll bring you more.
he said
Iron, what do you mean if you go to TwitchCon? You are going to TwitchCon.
he said.
Oh,
I remember.
I think he's going to Europe one.
Mm.
I remember Juice was saying that because he said he had them ready, but I think when he got the enough email saying that it won't be on time, that's where he
Oh.
decided not to take it. But I think he said as soon as he came back, he received it, and so, I was so sad. I was like, man, I could use this on my girl, but no, I guess not. You won't have none of this cockle juice, as they say. So
Yeah, no,
my God.
no. He's raw dogging.
He got no juice.
No. No, and then now he said he'll be making a lube.
I mean, look at this entrepreneur.
I mean, he's a legend
Just
himself, bro.
tackling the whole market.
I know, right? Next,
Well-
you know what? Next time he's gonna have the shake weights
Oh god,
with his
Not the fucking shake weights.
Oh my gosh! I just saw someone post on Instagram. She has Parkinson's disease, so she asked to have tattoos of things that shake on her arm. So like salt and pepper, the shake weights. So
Oh,
weights.
that's so funny. No, that's actually really funny.
Oh
I
my!
know, right?
I get this picture like the artist is like, okay, Miss, what do you want? I want something that shakes over here. Let's put the shake weight on there. You're like, right.
Dude,
feel like
imagine if you put a booty
I got
there.
you.
Shake your booty.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Or
have a
what-
teabagging save. I'm gonna get a teabagging save award tattooed on my arm. Just wait.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was like, I know you probably remember those pants, those shorts that says juicy on the cheeks.
The juicy
Oh.
couture.
Juicy couture.
100%. Chewy, do you
I
know
Oh.
was-
who you're talking to?
I do not.
Never forget Juicy Couture. Honestly, I saw like a teenager when I was like at like the shopping center. It has like the Ross and the TJ Maxx and like the Ulta and stuff.
Yes.
And she was wearing like old fucking like I don't know if it was Juicy Couture. It might have been like baby fat or something. But there are these sweatpants that had the logo on the butt. And I don't know. I kind of forgot that those existed. And I want some. I like it. I like that they're coming back. The logos on the butt.
Juicy. That's
Oh
so 2000s. Like
Yes.
Christina
It's so
Aguilera,
early.
you know, Britney
Yes.
Spears.
Well, now Britney Spears is on the Quiznos commercial now.
That's fair, Iron. That's fair. But how else will I get my tea in it?
You can put holes in there, Tate.
will I get my tea? It honestly was like the best, like probably the best tea I've ever. Well, not the best tea I've ever had, but like the best like common tasting
Wait,
tea
hold
that I've
hold
ever
up how
had.
you say it, because you got iron there. He'll get offended real quick.
Well, like it was like a common tea. Defo not going now.
See, I told you. I told you.
Oh, iron, please.
It was a full bodied tea. I think that's what I would explain it.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice.
I
It was
fucked it.
full.
I loved it. I forget I was gonna ask Iron to shoot me
No,
some more.
you know what's great was that he had a electric kettle and everything.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I remember he was. We were talking to him over at TwitchCon. How I was like, he said the kettle that he kind of wanted wasn't the right one. And it was like, and of course you, Sarah, you told him, you're telling him it's the same thing. He's like, it's not the same thing.
Like a teapot and a kettle.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I did, but I did learn that there is a difference.
yeah, but you're.
I never knew there was. I thought they
But
were the same thing.
it was funny though. Like, of course you didn't know, but you like had this funny BS fight over a teapot kettle.
Well, he needs to know though that when I made the tea, I did not boil it in the microwave. I boiled it with a kettle.
That is
Okay.
true.
Yeah. And then I
Grizzly,
had
the tea is amazing.
It is. I like it. But right now, they said that apparently the matcha green tea
Yeah.
That's what I'm
helps
drinking
with,
right now.
they said it helps with hormones and stuff. And I was
I
really
love green tea. I love
Yeah.
matcha green tea.
I'm so surprised by that. I'm gonna try to get
really
some
good too.
ceremonial ones here in Japan. I'm gonna go get because my daughter likes them.
I love green tea. Well, and also like it's got a lot of caffeine in it too.
Yeah.
Like more than a cup of coffee. Like way more than a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking
These
Japanese people are just
honey
buzzed all the
spoon
time.
things are like the best things ever created. It's gone and it's officially melted into my tea.
Not with the plastic.
Not with the plastic.
Imagine if the
Sans
spoon was
plastic.
also plastic.
Damn, that would suck.
It's just gone. You're like, did I put honey spoon here?
I could have
I'm not
sworn. I
sure.
could have sworn.
And you're just sipping it like, let me see.
This tea
Tastes like Chernobyl.
Yeah.
It's so thick.
Okay.
Oh my
Oh
gosh,
my
are we ever
God.
gonna get to the topic of this?
No, we're not.
Yeah. We're talking about death.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I was saying life and death.
Life
so,
and
like,
death.
Yeah, so start with life first, and then
Well,
we'll
like,
move.
Life sucks.
No,
And then you die.
things like okay. Here's my first question. Right.
Okay.
What is your very first memory?
like
That is
positive or
honestly
negative?
Any is fine. Just
Any?
whatever. Like
Very
the moment I said it, and
That is crazy.
yeah. So like the moment I say it, and whatever comes up in your mind is what's your first memory.
I can start off with this one. I remember
I
my
don't I just remember like the littlest sliver. I don't really remember anything, but
I can remember one time.
It started in the womb. I'm kidding.
Nah, and how I am today. Anyway,
Chewy, you would be the person that would like remember their actual birth.
well, my mom told me in
Yeah, I was
very
little.
descriptive. She took me a step-by-step process with like water and beer in hand. In case I need to retract my statements and my life choices. But luckily, she was settled about it. She was settled. She just said I shot out and I was there. But it wasn't cute. I'm kidding.
Woo! Just out he goes.
Went out like a cannon.
The whole hospital, like, here's a
you could
loud
say,
boom.
you could say you were effortless. You
I'm
were
gonna
an
head to bed. I'm
effortless
gonna.
child.
All right,
Oh
baby.
my
Sleep well. I love
god.
you. I love you, baby. Sleep well.
Good
Bye.
night,
Good night.
Joey. Love you.
Good night.
Okay. But I think I could say two. I could say I know two. If
No, it has to be your first memory.
okay, fine. My first.
There's only one. High five. Boom. Boop.
I fucking can't with you too. Okay. So my first memory that I could like honestly remember, it was like very like touching because it was very relatable to a family member of like how much close ties we had. So I was 5 years old, maybe four. I'm not sure exactly. I
Mhm.
went. I remember I always say that the times I've gone to visit Mexico is always the summertime, especially in my young age. Whenever summertime hits, I'm already going to Mexico just to go visit family, and see new family members in general. So when I was there, the moment I was there, I it's almost like how as a kid you feel like you going to somewhere different, it feels like a whole different world.
Mhm.
So that's how I felt when
Like
I
going to
got
Mexico?
like yeah, going to Mexico for the first time. Like just going there for that first time, and because you like because
Because you're kind of absent while you're traveling. All you know is that you're driving, and then suddenly
Yeah, you're in a
you're
new
there.
place.
yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah. So when I was there, like I said, my first instinct, like just thinking about it now, when I saw the street, like whenever I was riding the bus, then the taxis, meeting the people in the area, it reminded me of downtown Los Angeles, where it's always busy and there's always that low key markets at every downtown area.
Mhm.
That would remind me of. But then, as I was there for a lot longer, like as minutes go by, hours go by, I was like, holy shit, this is a whole crazy world out here. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
and
different.
yeah, it felt very different. Of course, the language was all like, okay, they're speaking a lot of Spanish here. I'm not in the States, so I feel like there's a captivity here somewhere. So, so, so as it progressed, and I got to meet people in the area, like I said, it was so beautiful. Talking to people was amazing. But when I got to like the mountain ridges, the rivers. Oh, dude, I felt like I was in heaven in my own little head. Cause like this is my kingdom. This is my
Oh,
all that. Like my little kid in me. I was like, look at me now. I'm the king of this land. Call me King Chewy. Stuff like that.
call me King Chewy.
Yeah, like I
Mhm.
own everybody. I earn this land. I'll make you the best nation ever. Kind of like that. It's because I was like, but it was so beautiful to the point where I remember I told my grandmother to let me borrow her snap camera from 2000, the little clickers, and take a picture of the mountain ridge that had a white horse drinking from the
Ooh.
river. And I was like, oh, it looks so.
Damn.
Yeah, I had a picture of
That
it.
sounds pretty damn majestic, bro.
Yeah, shit. Imagine me now high. Shit, I'll be fucking beautiful.
You'd be crying, just sobbing.
Oh, I'll be no. Actually, it was funny when I went back when my junior year of high school. Right, I went back to the same area that I remembered the picture. What are the odds? As soon I was sitting there drinking like a cold juice. Right, there was like how when it's foggy, how when it goes over the mountains, it's like
Mhm.
almost like it's stuck there, or like that's
Yeah.
the clouds. I
Yeah.
saw that. I literally saw that, and I started to cry. 'Cause I was like, "Look how beautiful that is." Wish I could
Chewy,
take a picture.
you have to come to Montana.
I think you'll love it.
You
I
have
love
to, you have to come to
the
Montana,
way
dude.
whenever she posts pictures during winter, it's
I
just
seen them. I
beautiful.
was like so jealous, especially when you skinny dip in the lake. I was I'm like
Right.
so jealous. Well, I don't know about the
It's
skin. I don't know about the skinny dipping part, but that's a whole different.
well, the thing is, you could like you can. There's so many places that it's just the options are limitless up here, and
Oh.
everything's beautiful, and everyone's just friendly. No crime, literally zero crime.
No crime. You're gonna make people want to move there.
No,
Yeah.
actually, you know what? It's like the most dangerous state.
I was gonna say you like.
It's like actually the most
Do you
dangerous state.
like? Do you
No,
want me
I'm
and my
not
girlfriend to
even
be your
kidding.
neighbor? Is that what you want from us, or what?
Okay, honestly, that would be such a dream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
you know
why
what
she
my
said.
first. Oh
Mhm.
wait, what?
Oh, you said that you were we're gonna get a streamer's house down there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we'll
right.
have
That'd be so cool.
horses
Horses.
and goats and like really good Wi-Fi.
Yes. Yes, we need a good Wi-Fi. You just hey, that's not unreasonable. I feel like that's
Yeah,
At
we
first,
should
I thought
do
you were gonna
that.
say waifu, but I was like,
oh,
oh.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I was like, she said it so slowly. I'm like, she's gonna say waifu. God damn it!
Waifu.
You cannot resist her urges. God damn it!
All
I
right.
think
What was
we
your
should.
first?
Yeah. Okay, my
What's your first memory?
memory
Okay.
is literally I just remember I don't know if I was waking up or I had just woken up. I remember it was earlier
Hmm.
and I was like, it's my 4th birthday. And that was like that's always been the first like the very first thing that I can remember. Like going back in my life, like, that's the only like as far back as I can go is literally like the morning of my 4th birthday and just thinking it's my 4th birthday. I don't remember anything after that. I don't remember the birthday itself.
But you
I
know
but I
that you
do
remembered.
remember I remember because I
Hi,
remember
Elizabeth.
yeah,
How
I
are you?
remember
Hope you're
looking
doing
around
well.
my room and I remember thinking
Hope you're doing
I'm
well,
4
Elizabeth
today.
MMG. I hope you're doing well.
I wonder what goes through the mind of a 4-year-old and go like, "Hey, I'm 4 today," because my kid, she just celebrated her birthday,
Mhm.
but every day leading up to her birthday, she'd be like, "Am I 8 now?" And I'd be like, "No, it's this number of days until you turn 8." And
Mhm.
then after her birthday, her actual birthday, she's like, "Am I 9 now?" Because she just celebrated her 8th birthday,
Yeah.
right? So she's like,
Right.
she thinks that after that birthday, she's gonna be 9. I said, "No, you're gonna wait another year
Ah,
until you
that's
turn
It's
adorable.
gonna you got a long time to wait.
It's like,
right,
like
right."
good try, good try to fool us, but it's not gonna work on me, honey. It's okay.
But I think it's kind of funny that like my first memory is just like such a primitive, like barely cognizant kind of
Yeah,
like glimmer.
Yeah.
exactly.
And Chewie has this like majestic experience of like going to a different country and like and experiencing the hub of all the people.
Which
Like
definitely checks out. Like we
I'm
expected
like
that.
Wait,
Yeah,
but
we
I
we
don't
took
expected
think I
that from
even knew
Chue.
wait, but
what
I
like
took the easy
barely what a
route.
circle
I
was
took the
at
easy
this
route
point.
though. I told them I'm illegal, and they just took me back there, so I was good. So transportation wasn't the issue.
Imagine.
I'm illegal. Bust in the door, fucking take me away. Hey, but
Okay,
Well,
what about you, Anna? What's your
my
first, like, very
first
first memory?
memory is
Oh shit,
me
you remember that?
singing on stage.
oh,
I was 4 years old, and I think it's like a talent show in school, and yeah, and then I sang a song and I won. And then yeah, I won.
At
And then
4.
at 4. And then
Y'all
there
were
was
doing too much at 40. How?
and then I remember just talking to this lady for a long time because apparently my grandma um she didn't pick me up on time. So I was just talking to this lady And it's crazy because I remember the conversations we were having at 4 years old, right? Like I was talking about my brother and my family and everything, and then I remember hearing her telling my grandma that, "Wow, your granddaughter does not stop talking." That's true to this day. You
That's crazy.
Rumor has it she hasn't
she
stopped
she
talking
still hasn't
since.
stopped talking.
Till this day, we will
Yeah,
never
but like
know.
that was I remember that like distinct saying that, wow, your granddaughter is talking a lot and she wouldn't stop talking, and like I found out about all your family and everything.
Oh my god, that's that's amazing though. Wait,
But yeah,
what? Well, wait, was this was this like a competition or there was like a thing where you do like gigs? That's concert
no,
you did,
I think it was like
or like
a talent show because
okay.
I think I was the only one that sang.
Hmm.
Um and then based on the pictures, it seems like everyone else like just, just little dances or whatever, 4-year-olds.
I,
It's
I I never like
it's
one. I never once like been to a talent show or even attempted to do it because yeah, I'm such an introvert. I fucking do not. I don't want to see people.
because yeah, because I learned how to read because of singing. So my dad actually like put me in this. He like trained me, like
Mm,
he as a baby, I would have pictures when I was 3 or 2 years old with me singing songs already that I don't even know the lyrics to.
gotcha.
So at 4, I already know a couple of songs by heart. Like I don't need lyrics or anything. I already know them.
Hmm.
Because yeah, so that's why. That's why I was singing at 4.
That's kind of amazing, actually.
Never is.
Yeah. Dude's amazing. Dude's an amazing dude. He just felt like he needs to share all the amazingness to all the other girls in the world, like that's that's the
Dude's an
problem.
amazing dude.
Dude's an amazing dude when he
That
is.
dude's an amazing dude. He's the dude sharing duty things with the girls. He's an
Right?
amazing dude. The dude's an amazing dude.
Jesus Christ. That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
what
Okay.
is what is like your favorite child, one of maybe not like your like absolute favorite, but what's one of your favorite childhood memories?
Damn, that's a. I
Just pick any random one.
Shit, there's so many. What the fuck? I can't even.
Did we all have a relatively good childhood?
Like,
I think so. My
'Cause
childhood was good. It's my
my childhood
teenage
was
years.
awesome.
it was
Yeah, my
And my
teenage
teenage years.
years were the rough
Yeah,
ones
yeah,
yeah, same.
for
yeah,
sure.
it was awesome. Like, but majority of my childhood was mostly when I went to go see my family members in Mexico, and majority of the
Mhm.
time I'm at the ranches, either tending to the cows and the horses, and then next thing I know, I'm like in a mountain with my uncle, just seeing the city from a mountain view point of
How
view.
there's so many horses, Trey? Are they do they live by the mountains? Do they have a ranch or?
Yes, they have a ranch, and they have like such an open they own those certain areas because they're like
Oh, like big
yeah
land.
yeah because they're like yeah because where I went to go see my
There
uncle.
they have a haciendas.
Wait, what's
I
that? What's a hacienda?
Haciendas.
Hacienda. What's that? What's that? What's that?
La Hacienda,
Big
so it's basically like it's like a area for like seafoods,
Is
like
it?
for
Okay, ours are different. So
For
well
in the
seafood?
Philippines, haciendas are just ranches, big pieces of land that are usually owned by really rich people.
oh
Like they
yeah.
don't work there.
I think I forgot what that word is. I think my grandfather owned multiple ranches. and
Oh,
but
so
I know
kind of
he,
like that.
but I know he calls it something else. But I remember when he, but I think I just remember as a kid when he said it to me, I thought
Mm-hmm.
we were going to a like a seafood restaurant, and that just to this day, it's still like implanted there. And so when I asked my grandfather, "Are you gonna see las haciendas?" and he would be like, "No, we're not going to no seafood restaurant. We're gonna go see the properties." I was like, "What?"
Uh,
Yeah, because
okay, but I did
Interesting.
just look it up, and it
Mm-hmm.
says in Spanish-speaking regions, a hacienda is a large estate or plantation
yes,
with a dwelling
Yeah.
house.
yeah, that's actually what it is. But like how I said
Oh,
it,
but you think
I
it's a
said it
seafood.
was something
Oh,
else. I said it was something else.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you
Mm-hmm.
were saying that that was what it
No,
meant,
no,
and
no,
I'm
no, no,
like,
no.
I don't know if that's. But I didn't want to question you because I was like, you would know way more than I would.
No, no, no. Like it's just because
It had me believing that was the word for like
no,
seafood
no,
restaurant.
yeah, but yeah, no, it's not called that because just as I was growing up, I never was taught Spanish a lot. I had to learn from having conversations with my elders and like people I've interacted with. Like I mean my family member pretty much because they all speak Spanish when it's family members. Like let's say it was a
Mm-hmm.
stranger, he would speak English just for the person to understand what they're saying. You know,
Right.
because whenever we talk to strangers, sometimes it go either one or two things. They they believe they speak Spanish or they just want to talk shit. Just behind their back kind of thing.
It's
But
just either or.
it's either or. You know, you gotta pick your poison. You know, so yeah. But whenever I speak to them, and there are times where I do say the right word, but it doesn't like one letter or something doesn't fit there, and it means something else. So that's why the times where with my grandfather, my father, whenever I say hacienda, it was like we're not going to go eat seafood. You know, they always clarify that with me. It's like
Uh-huh.
we're not going for seafood. You're
We're
not saying it
actually going
right.
to the farm.
We had to go to the ranch and
We're
check out
actually
the.
going out to the farm.
And I don't have nothing against that. I was like, fuck it, let's go. I want to go tend the horses right now.
Uh,
So
oh, I would be like, yeah, I could really go for some shrimp scampi right now. I'm not gonna
but-
lie.
that too, though. You know, can we come back for some
Could
shrimp?
really go for some shrimp right now.
Yeah, but yeah, like whenever I go to the ranches, like I said, majority of the time with my uncle, he always wanted me to look after the dogs and take care of the horses, because I think
Mhm.
majority of the time he would receive them and then he'll sell it to like someone who are interested in horses. And he had a lot of nice horses. He had like a couple Mustang, couple Broncos. And the crazy one was the one I saw the was crazy. My uncle told me the white horse he owned that he sold a couple of months later. It was a female Mustang that he sold.
Crazy is I bet you could remember the smells when you were there.
Oh, 100%. I can smell like it was
Yeah, you can't
yesterday.
forget that. And honestly,
I,
I love the smell of like a horse ranch. I
yeah,
really
You
do.
do?
yeah. Oh,
I
I loved it
do.
too. Yeah.
But also, I grew up, I lived in a small town, but all my
Mhm.
friends lived out in the country. And they all had horses, and so I was very much like around horses a lot, even though
Mm.
I didn't have any myself, which always made me so sad because I was a horse girl, y'all. I was a
Mhm.
horse girl.
You
And
want that?
I worked on different ranches training horses. I worked on a mule farm once. I
Mhm.
was like training mules. Uh I was
Okay,
definitely
there's another RP. Red Dead. You could teach horses,
I
and
haven't
you could
played
you could
Red Dead in
open a
so
stable. Yeah,
long.
you can open a stable and teach horses. People would bring you their horses, and you could train them. And
Oh
that's
my
another
god,
RP
wait.
for you that you
Should
might
I
like.
should I just like go live my horse girl dreams in Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah,
I
it's
think that's all.
It's red M. Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah,
I was also thinking about living my horse girl dreams in The Sims 4. Because I'm gonna get it.
Oh,
Because I'm gonna
Oh,
get a nice
like it has a
PC.
ranch, like DLC live, isn't there, or something like that? Or
Yeah, there's like literally a horse ranch DLC.
I kind of like that.
I could be a horse girl in The Sims.
I was gonna say, like you could play those two games, just live out your dreams in the game, you know.
Right. Because that's the friend that brought me into GTA. That's what she plays now. And
Is Red
that's
Dead?
that's her job, yeah.
That's
She trains
badass, actually.
horses.
I haven't played Red Dead or GTA really in like years.
As
It
soon
when it's crazy, like there's still so many people playing it. Like if you go to Twitch and look how many
Well, and
people
like it's
watch
just
that
changed
shit.
so much, right?
Yeah, it
Like
did.
when I played it, we didn't have any like RPs or anything. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not like that at least.
You RP is with a game, like whatever
Yeah,
the
you're
game
kind of
brings
just
to
like
you.
being a rascal in the Wild West, you know?
basically,
You're kind of just being a rascal in the West. That was pretty much the extent of my Red Dead
I
experience.
know, and she tried to gift me the game, I had to decline it because this was the time that I was super, super deep into GTA. And I'm like,
Oh.
I'm not sure if I'll have another time to RP somewhere else, Like, I'm already RPing here, but now that I'm not RPing anywhere, I'm like,
So you're like
no.
done with GTA then?
I think so. I
When
think
did
I
that
am.
happen? You just got
Um,
bored of it or
it is like I just got bored of it. Of course, like the people that I play with wanted me to go back, so I went back. I still played, but it was just too. I'd rather do other things now. Like I'd rather go to the gym. I'd rather
girl, your
diamond
gym
paint.
fit on your story?
The last one.
My God. I was like, body, yaddy, yaddy. Dude, you look so good.
Thanks. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it was basically I noticed that I was missing a lot of things. Of course, when I'm playing, I'm shooing the kids away. I'll be like, because I'm talking to other people, I'll be like, go
Right.
away. But I just realized that it was taking up so much of my life that
Yeah.
I was missing out on other things. So I tried to cut back. So I put myself on a schedule. Like I only fly in like 3 times a week, every other day, or something
Oh,
like that.
word.
And then what happened was I bought a gun store.
Hmm.
And with that, it's a lot of like grinding materials and stuff. And then I started work. So I'm working now. So I guess that's
But
kind
like
of
every
like
other day.
no, I don't fly in anymore at all.
Oh, like at all.
So yeah, so like I just let Zach like do whatever he wants with the store. But I'm just not. It's just
You're
I'm
kind of over
afraid.
it?
I'm kind of afraid of like getting back into the bad habits of playing 12 hours a day again. So I restrict myself because it's really really addicting. I'm afraid that I work 10 hours and then I come back and rather than sleeping, I would just be playing. So,
Yeah.
mm, and I was asking Choi that. I'm like, I don't know how you do it. I mean, even for you, like, I don't know how you guys do it. Like, you work for several hours and then you still spend a few hours playing. I come home and I sleep. Like, I'm so exhausted.
Honestly, that's kind of been me lately too. And I think that's
Mm-hmm.
also why I haven't played a lot of Overwatch really
Mm-hmm.
because like a lot of the time I played Overwatch like after work I get on. I like smoke some weed and I play Overwatch just to kind of de-stress.
Uh-huh.
Now I like pretty much just lounge. I don't even go in my office after work now. I just like sit on my couch
Yeah,
and like
like just turning on the
just
console
chill.
or the computer sounds like a lot of work. I
Cause
just
it just because I know I know once I'm here, I'm gonna be here for a while.
Exactly. So I don't
And
go into
I'm
my
trying to
room.
fix my sleep schedule a little bit. Like during that time when I was playing after work every night, and I'm not getting home from work until like 2:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, then I'm not going to sleep until like 7 in the morning
Exactly. Yeah.
because I've been gaming all night, and So now I've noticed that when I don't come in game after work, I'm asleep by 4 a.m., which is
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
huge for me.
And I wish we could be people wherein you play for 2 hours and then you're done. You're not. Like
Yeah,
it's
but I'm not really one of those people that can like play for 2
exactly.
hours. Like I can't expect anyone else to do it if I myself like once I'm in the game, I'm like, yep, this is what I'm doing for the rest of my night.
Exactly. And you're
Uh,
like, okay, last game, or like when will you stop? Especially for a game that for me it's the RP. Like you can't really just stop the RP because there are other
Right.
people role playing with you.
It's
hmm.
continuous. Well, and that's
Yeah.
also, I mean, and on the other side, like for Overwatch, it's like a win-loss thing, and you can always be like, okay, well, if we lose this one, then I'm gonna get off. But then if we win, it's so stupid because it's like if we win, we want to keep winning. So we're gonna play, okay, we'll play one more. And then if we lose, it'll be like, well, we can't end the night on a loss.
Hmm.
Just a
So then
little bit more.
even when like we've already established that we're getting very tired and we should get off, we still will force ourselves to play for another hour and a half just doing that stupid circle.
I,
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
I
it's
think I think what it is with me though, I think what I do though is like I always mentally tell myself like you're not gonna I always say like, okay, you're gonna get up, get ready, go to work, think about what you're gonna do the rest of the day, right? So
Mhm.
and of course, I always tell myself I always go based off how I feel. Like let's say, like you said, like I did like we do 7 8 hour shifts at our jobs, respectfully.
Mhm.
And of course there'll be times where like like let's say you're having a long drive back home from your workplace. You're there, right, for however long your travel is from your workplace back home. So you have
Mhm.
all that time to be thinking like, okay, what am I gonna do for the remainder of my day? And you just plan out, kind of like you plan everything out from like your imaginary whiteboard, and you have to be
Mhm.
like, okay, I'm not feeling this, I'm not feeling that, I'm definitely not feeling this. So you do process elimination, all that stuff, and then once you figure that out, your brain is already like, okay, he's submitting it. This is a done deal. We gotta let our body know we're doing this the whole entire day.
Yeah, and you
I
lay
think
down
what
and
you're
you relax.
describing
Yeah, and then you
is
relax and then you're asleep.
self-discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know.
I
Well,
think what you're describing is just like the ability to discipline yourself and like keep to a
well,
schedule. And I think
well.
what me and Anna are kind of saying is that we struggle with that. So we have to like physically remove ourselves
Versus-
Look,
from the
exactly like zero. Like
look,
I am not going in there for two
I'm not going
hours.
in
It's
that
0 or
room.
2 hours.
no.
I'm not even looking at my computer because if I do, I'm going to be there for hours. Because I don't have the self discipline to be like, okay, I'm going to play a couple games and I'm going to give myself this much time and then I have this stuff to do afterwards. That is like what I'm trying to like learn how to do, but
Hmm.
I am not there yet. That is just like so not me. I can't.
Switching games, I think, definitely helps. Switching
Yeah.
games, a game that you can just simply turn off. Because
Yeah, but you know what's
at the
kind of
end
hard
of
is
the
that I want to play House Flipper again.
that's another
And
game you
it's
spend
just like
hours on. It's crazy.
I can't
And
win.
it's not just you too, like it's the people you play with, which it's this is not just your fault.
Right.
It's the people you play with. We go like, you don't have to sleep yet. It's like with me, especially with my time zone. These people
Yeah.
just woke up and I need to go to sleep because it's 7 a.m., So
Mhm.
like it's yeah. That's why I can't stay. That's why I can't stay. But yeah. Oh my gosh, we
Uh, uh,
Okay,
segued way off of
we
there.
really did.
we,
What were we
we
talking
were talking
about?
about life and death. We were
Yeah.
we were
No,
talking
no,
about
no. The
Yeah.
we did
the
life.
most
We did life. Yeah,
memorable.
we the
No,
child
there.
we did that one. But I know we were talking
The
about
childhood
more about
memory.
life. Yeah, because well,
Oh yeah, favorite childhood memory.
Yeah,
Anna, what's
yeah,
your favorite? What's one of your favorite childhood memories?
yeah. I don't really. Let's see. I was a daddy's girl, right? So for context,
Because he's an amazing dude.
he did
That
amazing
dude's an
dude.
amazing
So
dude.
he left us when I was 14, and he just like dipped, like he just disappeared.
Oh,
We don't know where he was, but like
so
I
dude,
said,
not
he
so
was,
amazing dude.
yeah, he was an amazing when he was there. So he was an amazing dude. I yeah, I know it's sick, right? But like I have this memory of him just brushing my hair at night. So like
Oh
I would
no.
be in bed and he would brush it, so he said, so he doesn't get tangled. And that is a memory that always plays in my mind. Like it's a really, really special memory for me. Which is why I always say that because sometimes you would see videos of like um them having a fun time with their dad, and then you'd see the comments would be like, oh, I wish my dad was like this, I wish, like I had a good dad or whatever. But
Mhm.
I had that. He was amazing. He's a dude that would make French toast from scratch on,
That's nice.
yeah, like on a Saturday morning.
That's nice.
He would, yeah, or like he wants to watch a movie, he'd make popcorn like on a, you know, in a saucepan with
Yeah.
butter and
Yeah.
everything.
All
Yeah,
right,
but
dude was
he
an
still,
amazing dude.
yeah, he still left us. So
Yeah,
like,
so then that kind of makes it so much worse
mm-hmm.
because like he
Because you
was
remember
so
the good,
amazing.
because you
Yeah.
remember the good memories, but it's like
It,
tainted, you know?
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
tainted with the fact that he
It
left.
was
Because then
50-50 for you, pretty much.
yeah, like I remember it because it was a good time, and then I'll get
And then the
reminded
bad,
of what,
yeah, how
yeah,
bad it
of what
was.
happened.
That's
He's
crazy.
all right. Like we found him. We found him. um, and then when I was having problems with my sister because he's being a brat, this guy had the audacity to tell us. He was like, "Well, I left you guys, but you turned out okay." And I'm like,
Mm.
Oh my
Dad,
god.
this was years of therapy. Like, I did not turn out
This
okay.
is not. No, actually, you're wrongo.
I was like, Dad,
Wrong.
because he was saying that my brother and I turned out okay even if he left us. Why is my sister being like this? Like he's still not taking the blame. He was just like, well, she's like that because she's just like that. And I'm like, Father,
Dude.
take accountability of what you did,
Yeah.
Grow
It
up, man.
accountability can be really hard for people. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
really
yeah.
frustrating.
Like I've moved on. I mean, yeah, I guess I am okay. I'm okay now, but dude,
Mhm.
that was a rough a couple of years. He was gone for like 9 years, man. We didn't know where he was.
How did it
Whatever.
like affect your mom?
I have this memory when I was 14 where we were going on a jog, my mom and and I know that there was something going on, but she didn't sit down and talk to us about it. So I knew there was something going on, that we haven't seen dad and stuff.
Mhm.
But she was just like, we can pull through this, right? We're gonna be okay. And then I looked at her and I said, well, okay, we're gonna be fine. And that's it. We never talked about it. Like we never talked about
But
what actually happened and stuff.
You just established that we're
We're
gonna
gonna
move
move
forward.
on and we're gonna get
Mhm.
past
yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cuz I was going to say, cuz I know, like, especially for your mom, like being with that your dad for so long, and then for that split second that happens, he walks away
Mhm.
from it, with the additional of what you said, 9 years, right? That you haven't seen him, or
Yeah.
well, before you seen
The
him, right? It was 9 years before you saw
Mhm,
him. Okay, so
mhm.
with that to add on to whatever your mom gone through, is this, I think it goes with every mother, no matter if it's any country or state. They always hold up the most negative that ever happened in their life, but they rather use it as kind of like fuel, right? To push forward.
They
To
move forward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the creative part is they go forward, right? But they get extra, more like, how do I say it? more aggressive, like in their parenting way, in that makes sense. Like be more aggressive, be more wiser. You know,
Active,
they
I
get
would say, yeah.
proactive. Yeah, they get like a level up, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, and the thing is, since my dad and I are really close, my mom and I never really talked. Like we didn't have a lot in common. Like
Right.
we're too different. And when he left, that's when the two of us got in close. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's we kind of like gotten to know each other. And this time I'm a teenager now already. So I guess that's how
Right.
we, because she's not very motherly. She's one of those moms that work. She can't cook. She can't clean and stuff like that.
hmm,
Um but but as since I was already a teen, it wasn't that hard for me to connect with her anymore cuz I'm past the being taken care of phase anyway.
yeah.
hmm But yeah, and she
Yeah.
and we were good. And what I appreciated about her was that she didn't really talk shit about my dad. I had to find out like what really happened as an adult. Like I was already married and everything.
You didn't find out until you were married?
Yeah, because if he left when I was 14, I got married when I was 19.
Wow.
So we found him after I got married.
Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah. And what's crazy was we found him because uh he worked at the same company that he worked in when he was still with us. And
Oh, he
somebody
just kept the
found
same job the whole time?
No, he left. So
Oh, okay.
what's crazy is LinkedIn. So I started job searching, right? So I updated my LinkedIn and everything. Fucking LinkedIn um suggested him in my circle. I saw him.
What?
Whoa.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Well, because the
Father?
same it's
Papa?
it's the same field.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's also the reason I
crazy.
took this career path is because of him, because I idolize him. Even if he left, like I feel like that's the job that I want. And it was the
Wow.
same. It's
What
the
a
same circle.
shock that would be
Yeah, that's
to just see
just
him on
Dude,
LinkedIn.
I know. I saw him and I wanted to throw up.
Oh
Like
my
cuz I
god,
saw
dude.
his entire employment history.
Okay.
So there are the years and stuff. So like I was able
Mhm.
to see like, okay, this is when we were still living together and this is when he left us. He went to Ireland,
oh.
Dublin. Mhm.
Whoa.
So he worked there for like that's why you couldn't find him. He worked there for
Right.
like 5 years. And then he came back and went back to his Oh no, he came back and he became a fucking teacher, man, in college. And which is
Dude.
funny, right? Because I was a
Because
teacher
you're a
too.
teacher.
Wow.
See
Fucking
how we're so similar.
small
That
world,
We're
is
and
so
so
similar.
that
crazy.
situation, that was like that small world coming
I
together, I guess.
remember I remember
Jeez.
going to GTA and I'm like I was talking to Zach and I was like I wanted to throw up. And I was like why? And I said I saw my dad in LinkedIn of all places. And then yeah. And then
Imagine. Oh my god. Imagine just like trying to update your resume and you see your long lost
but you know
father.
what I'm talking you know what I'm talking about, right? Like no,
That's
I saw
so
him right now. I saw him right now. This is not when we found him. We're already in contact right now. Yeah, yeah,
oh.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay, but I mean still kind of a shock.
It's still shocking because like I said, now I can see his employment history because now he's a general manager at a hotel in the Philippines. But um it's it was really shocking because that's how I found out the 5 years. Remember, we didn't find him for like 9 years. So the
Yeah.
five
Mhm.
years that we were looking for him, he was in a different country. That's why we didn't.
Right.
And another thing was my uncle saw him at a wedding with so like they were guests in another wedding.
Oh,
Like
well.
when about was this?
Well,
This was I was already married. So I would say
Like
this
when
is
you
like
found out,
Before
or
or
when the wedding
Be-
happened?
before. So like we still have no idea where he was, and then my uncle was like, I think I saw him. And but the moment they made eye contact, so my dad left like the wedding
oh
after that
Smart.
because he was
Yeah.
yeah. And then how he was found was my mom's hairdresser, obviously for years, obviously know my dad, and they hopped on the same elevator at this hotel that I was talking about, like the hotel that he used to work in. So after
so
he came back from Ireland, he started working at the Galleria again, and my mom's hairdresser was there, and they walked in the elevator and was like, hi. But the hairdresser already knows the story that he left us and everything. And what my mom
This is
did,
juicy as hell.
this
my
is
oh
very
my mom emailed HR. She was like, my husband has been missing for 9 years, did not give any, support for the children. And I don't think he should be, because I think at the time he was hotel manager already.
wait.
So
So
like, yeah,
so your
So your
mom
mom
ended
got
up
him
got him
fired.
fired. Yeah.
was trying to get him fired, but he reached out. That's the first time she met together, and I was already living in
Wow.
Guam. That's the worst because I was already living in Guam,
You weren't
and so
there.
I wasn't there. I had to go home and like to meet him and everything.
Holy shit! What? Wow.
Yeah.
That's one way to start up a great
I
podcast right
mean, the
now.
tea about it all, though.
Yeah,
What's
like
what's crazy was apparently my dad already was caught a couple of times, and I was just asking my mom like, why'd you keep going with him? Hi, what's up? It's done. Okay. Oh, here's so you want to say hi? Hi.
hello.
Hi.
She
All right.
looks
Go
tired.
back.
She
All right,
look-
go now. Bye. Bye. Gonna close my door. Go bye. And then what was I saying? Oh, and she said the same thing, that he's amazing when he is. So like every
Dude's an
time that
amazing dude.
yeah, so every time she would catch him, he has his ways of just like slithering his way back into the house. Sometimes
Wow.
apparently he'd be gone for like a week. When I was a kid, he'd be gone for like a week and mom would not know where he was.
Is your dad a Sagittarius?
He was born December 18. Is that
Your
Sagittarius?
dad is a
Why?
fucking Sagittarius.
That's crazy.
Oh
oh
Why?
god.
What does it say about him?
No,
That's
the Sagittarius is like
I think
they
that's
like
like
to travel.
they
They
like to
like to
travel and stuff.
go
Okay.
around. Yeah, they like to experience different things.
Well, that's
Like my
one way
around
dad,
the
of
block.
travel though.
my dad's a Sagittarius, and like
Mhm.
his job, he just retired this year, but his job was literally to drive around like
Hmm.
the whole Northwest, and he was just constantly on the road to audit grain elevators and stuff. But he loved it. He loved the job. He loved driving around. He loved traveling. Uh, and he's also a Sagittarius. And my rising is in Sagittarius, and I've lived a lot of places, and I love traveling as well. I don't like staying in one place for too long either. I think it's
Oh.
just I think it's a Sagittarian trait.
If you're saying
Let me
that
get my
now,
crystals and I'll ask the tarot cards.
I feel like that might happen. Like I feel like if you were to get a partner, you're gonna do this. You're gonna bust like just leave them, and then you're just. I'm just gonna travel, babe. I don't know why,
I
but I
need
feel
some
like I need
time.
some time. I'm gonna go Guam, and I'm gonna go to Hong
Dude,
Kong.
I would go everywhere if I could.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Navy wants you. I'm kidding.
Join the Navy now.
Join the. This has all just been an ad for the Navy.
Oh hell no! The guy can think we want to serve. I'm like, nah, I'm illegal. Sorry, sorry, no habla
Sponsored by the
No,
inglés.
French
no,
military.
Yo
they're gonna
no,
say it's okay,
yo
and
no.
they'll pay for your papers.
Nah, then I'll be like, I support Biden.
But it's
I
true. Like, if you really
vote.
wanted to travel for free, it really is a
Yeah, I
gateway
know.
to
Yeah, the Navy is
airports
the.
and moving.
Yeah, but
I
dude,
just don't think I have it in me to join the Navy at this point in my life. You
hell
know what I
no.
mean?
Yeah, I'm too brown
Yeah.
for that.
You
So
know what I
sorry.
mean? I feel like I'm just too old for that at this point.
Yeah, you
I
know.
and also the world's kind of ending. So
It's
traveling
it's
is a
kind
little
it's kind of rough.
scary.
it's kind of a
All I
little
can
rough out
say,
there.
Traveling does seem a little scary at the moment.
all I can say is I'm glad that we're almost done because world's gonna get pretty scary in the next 10 years. I would say.
I'm I used to I mean the last couple of years like kind of touching on like the traveling thing. I This is the longest I've been in one place since I was like 18
Mm.
and I've been wanting to move so bad. And then over the last couple of years with like kind of the state of the world, I'm like,
I'm good
you
here.
know what? I think I'm pretty good here.
COVID,
This is a pretty good space to be. And honestly, COVID was like we were so privileged up here. Like because I mean the winters kind of sucked because it's cold and
Mm-hmm.
everyone's inside. I think the seasonal depression was a lot worse, but other than that, like uh there's so much to do that's outside
Mm.
and like
Mm-hmm.
there's not a lot of people here either. So you could just like go for a walk outside and
And
go
you'll be
into the woods
fine.
or the mountains. You're not going to see anyone. It really was it didn't really hit us I think as hard as it hit like places in cities.
Yeah.
Like
Not even
California,
close.
man, it's
Yeah,
pretty
not even
rough.
close. Like we were I think we had it a lot like luckier than a lot of like the urban areas.
Yeah, California had a fucking rough time during COVID. I was like,
Yeah.
my god, couldn't.
Yeah, no, it was actually kind of okay. I mean, that's when I was gaming all the time. That's what made me start to stream. I mean, everything was kind of going okay up here. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
Yeah.
COVID was kind of
I
a
think a
lovely
lot
time
of
for
people. Yeah,
everyone.
I think a lot of people started around that time. To be honest.
Oh, yeah, 100. Well, everyone was just online all the time because no one
Mm-hmm.
was leaving their house, which was kind of
Yeah.
awesome.
How about you? What
There
was
was
your
like a lot of
favorite childhood memory?
oh, uh,
Nothing with unicorns.
you know what's crazy? Okay, not unicorns,
Mm-hmm.
not even horses, but
Yeah.
when I was little, like me and my sister, we would play like outside all the time and we would play like we were Native American, like we would pretend that we were like Native Americans, we
Hey,
were like
Mikey, how are you? Hope
Pocahontas
you're
and
doing
we
well.
were just like taking things from the earth to like feed our tribe and we would make like potions with dirt and tree stuff and like
She's a
bird
witch.
bones and we would just like I don't know. We would play make believe a lot. And I just remember that was always really fun. We would go to like a friend of my mom's house and they
I'm
lived
doing
on
well. Right now we're currently
the
doing
creek.
a
Like the creek
first
like
ever
went almost like
podcast
underneath
with
their house. The guy
Bad
was a
Aim
lawyer,
Baby
so he was
and
pretty
Anna.
well off. The
Hope you're
house was
enjoying
pretty
the. I
nice.
hope you're enjoying it. Hope
And
you're
they
Mm-hmm.
had
enjoying it.
this huge yard with trees
Basically,
everywhere and
story
the
time
creek's
with
just kind of running
with
through
us
the front
amazing
yard.
streamers.
And we would just play like we were little like Pocahontas princesses and we would dance and we would make like meals like mud meals and we would try to build little forts in the trees and that's this I think that the just like playing make believe is what I miss the most I think about my childhood.
You're trying to have like a romantic like in the movie. You're trying to find John.
Oh yeah, we would each have our own like special love interest
Oh
that we would
god.
like go run off to and make up and then we would have to come back and check in because some drama would happen. Or
Of
a lot of the
course.
time our boyfriends would die.
And then you have to cry it out.
And then we cry and then someone and be like, "Oh, but we just met Jonathan uh Watergate or something and he and he's consoled me in some way and I think I might love him."
Rebound.
I don't know. I think adults should play make believe in that like way more. Not in like the weird fetishy way, but in like
Mm-hmm.
the creative and fun imaginary
Well,
way.
I feel like that's a lot of what people are doing in TikTok now. So like
Well,
the people that failed to be actors are doing skits and stuff, you
well,
know?
they also do that
True.
other thing called what's it called, LARPing?
Yeah, LARPing,
Why
live
you say it like
action,
that?
role playing.
Why
Yeah, live
why you say it like
action.
that though?
Why?
LARPing. I
Wait, what
get
did you say? Sorry, I missed it.
Live action role play?
LARPing,
Oh,
but as
yeah.
Anna calls it, LARPing.
That's where I
It's
get my
LARPing.
drag. Oh, there you go, drag.
Drag.
Okay, and okay, here's the next question. Did you have a near death experience?
Oh, we're getting into the death part now.
Ooh, we're
Yeah.
approaching death. All right, nice. This is very much more my realm.
Let's see. I mean,
A near death experience.
I actually had one. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and all this occurred in Mexico, by the way, if you guys are wondering. I was around 8 years old. I went to go visit my grandmother's side of Mexico. Which is a small town, like village, like almost like a village-sized town. Uh, I was there for a couple weeks, and I wanted an opportunity to go to like a water park because I haven't been to any like water park. The only water park I've been here in this state, especially in California, was Raging Waters, right? So that was
I
my
have a
own.
feeling this story is going to make me be afraid to go to a water park for some reason.
Maybe,
Some
maybe,
Final Destination
maybe,
shit.
maybe not. Who knows?
Foreshadowing,
You
maybe?
gotta
A
listen. You
little
gotta listen to the story. You know?
foreshadowing.
Okay. So like I said, so thinking back, I had like I said, I still haven't got to a water park ever since that day. By the way, so that was traumatizing. Um, so I went. So I asked my auntie at the time, is there any water parks in the area? Sadly, no, but they kind of like directed us to like a water park about 2 towns over, and he said you'll love it. It has a great facility. It have big slides, and they have that little wave section where it makes waves, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we go there. We get there super early before anyone was there. But I was like a kid. I was like happy. I was like, hey, I'm the first one here. I get the whole place to
Park to
myself.
yourself. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So we went, but the thing I had to wait because of course they were barely opening. They had to turn on the faucets from each area. But luckily they opened the first section that was right next to like a resting place for people to eat, have picnics, rest, watch over the kids, etc., etc., etc. And there was a big red slide right next to it. I was like, I'm gonna go slide into the pool. All right, I go, but I go up to the top. I see the water. I saw how high it was. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun. Being a little kid. And then I stopped. I looked at the floor. Cause water park. You have to make sure the whole slide is wet, so that way
Mm-hmm.
you won't get stuck onto the slide. So I see like small drips of water, dripping onto the slide. I was just there patiently waiting for it to get a little more wet or more water to flow. That's where I got impatient. Went downstairs, jumped in the pool, got out, and went back up to the top again. And then I was like, okay, since I'm wet and it's not ready, like there's a
Hey,
little water
yo.
there. Pause. Um, I decided to like go to like the where the railings at and on top and slingshot myself into the slide, kind of like going super fast into the water because they had like
Mm-hmm.
they had these handlebars, those safety handlebars you could like lay on any like those the little floaties. But I just used it. I went out and used it as like my slingshot to shoot me inside the slide. Sure enough, as I was attempting to do this, I was in formation. I had 2 hands there. I was already prepping to get launched, sure enough, my left hand started to slip, lost control, let go of the bar instead of holding onto it. I hit the back of my head onto the safety railings of the slide. So I hit my head hard, and at first I was thinking I might have a be doozy, like almost like concussion. Thankfully that wasn't the case, but as I touched the back of my head, my my head got busted open, had a gap, went through my head, broke my skull to the point where I instantly felt my brain because it triggered my like the motion of my body.
I don't like it. I don't like
So
it. Ew. I
so
don't like it. I don't like this
and
story.
I was bleeding, but the thing was I wasn't leaking blood.
Oh my god.
So I literally held on to like this from the blood to overflow.
You're holding on to your brains? You're holding on to your brain?
Pretty much. And I
I
ran
don't like
straight
it.
that ran straight all the way down. I was crying and instantly went to go to the emergency room to get restitched. Sadly, and the crazy part is I had no knockout gas or anything. We went straight in.
I don't like it. I don't
So
like
as
it.
they were stitching me up,
Mm-mm.
my eyes slowly like almost like I was falling asleep, kind of. And as soon as my eyes closed, I blacked out. I blacked out the whole entire time they were doing surgery. And as I woke up, I see my grandmother crying. I see my grandfather pacing in the like nervous, and they saw me and they called the doctor, and they, of course, he was trying to talk to me like, "Are you okay? Are you fine?" Of course, I nodded, yes.
Oh, I'm okay. I just holding my brain in it.
Yeah. So
Just
okay.
got real close with myself,
Yeah.
touching my head.
yeah.
I was touching myself. Sorry.
So deeply,
like
I was
it.
deeply touching myself for sure. So,
I don't like it.
He went in there.
I was 2 fingers in. So, so after that, she had
Made his eyes flinch too.
his stuff was funny though. Like not funny. The scary part about that, the doctor told my grandparents that he almost, I guess I was 5 seconds, kind of like 5 seconds away from just instant death, because if they didn't patch up that section because of all the blood that I also lost in the process when I came to the clinic.
Did they have to like add metal plates to your skull?
So pretty much
He's bionic.
Do you set off like a TSA alert every time you walk through security? Because you got a metal plate in your
Well,
head?
the thing was, they gave me the metal staples. Then they decided they said I had to come back to get restitched with a old school threading. So they said rest, don't do anything for the next couple days. And then this day you come back, we're gonna have to open you up again and restitch you. But he said this time he said, of course he said, don't fall asleep because we almost lost you for 5 seconds. We don't want that situation to happen again. So I was like, oh fuck. So I'm going in for round 2, and they end up doing the threading, stitching, and sure enough, I was clear to go. But made back to the States. My dumbass need to learn when to keep things hush because my grandparents told me to keep it hush about it.
But they don't want to get in trouble with
Yeah.
your parents.
Yeah, so
Oh,
sure enough, I spilled the
God.
beads with my mom, and she just
Dude.
Went
I'd be
from
so
bad to
mad.
You're
worse
like,
to
yeah,
just
don't tell your
Go.
mother that you almost died on this trip.
Yeah.
yeah. So
I'll be
so pretty much
furious.
after that, I had to go back. Well, not back to Mexico, but I had to go to the hospital. One to the hospital my mom works at because she's not a male nurse. Sorry, a registered nurse.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to go get a CAT scan to make sure that everything is
Exactly. That's why you need to tell the parent, because like
Oh,
you don't.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get it like actually looked at.
yeah. So
Oh,
I had looked at. They went through the X-rays. They said, look, like thankfully he's good now. But he said, I think if I were kept the metal rod stitching, it
mm-hmm.
would infect the area and it would make it worse for me. So they say thankfully they were able to switch the thread
Mm-hmm.
over the metal.
Stitches.
So yeah, it was crazy because when I talked about, when of course knowing now, like as a kid I had no idea what it was. I thought I was falling asleep. I was getting knocked out by the medicine. But when I brought up the conversation about it the next with my grandparents and of course my mom, well, mine is my mom, sorry, of my grandparents, they
Mm-hmm.
were utterly shocked. They were surprised and shocked that they didn't believe I was dead. They thought I was sleeping, but
Oh my
my
goodness.
grandfather was like no, he was kind of like telling her like no, he should not be asleep. We're getting, especially getting like a like stitched up from the,
Concussion, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta go through concussion protocols, he said. So but like is that but he was more surprised because he thought as soon as I hit my head he thought I was done because of
Mm-hmm.
how he said how deep was the
You
damage.
building your means.
No,
Right.
no, like how deep it got, like because how, because they don't know how, because they can't do X-ray. They don't know how far like the damage gone
Yeah.
through.
Oh my
And
god.
if they like, let's say they do it and they say, let's say they do see the brain, that's like okay, that's almost like that's like death. You're almost death right there, kind of. But like I said, they say only like they always see only a small portion of the brain. They didn't see like like a gap showing the brain.
Okay. Okay. No, that makes sense.
So they say
Mm.
luckily it wasn't that bad, because if they see the brain, it would hit the
Ugh.
brain, cause the brain to like have like almost like a seizure kind of effect, and his body would shut down and almost leave him paralyzed. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, so I'm like, so on top of almost dying, I could have been paralyzed.
I could have been paralyzed too.
So
Great. Awesome.
so yeah, so
I'm
that's
glad
where.
you're
And I got to
here.
touch the inside of
Yeah.
my head.
But yeah, like even now, I think there are times where every time I take a shower, I always touch my back of my head, see if I can still feel the cut, which I still do now.
Crazy. How about you, Sarah?
She's like, do I even want to talk about it?
I know, we're moving on. How about you,
Bro.
Sarah?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not like brain touching.
Mm-hmm.
But I did get in a pretty gnarly like four-wheeler accident when I was like a young teenager, but there was one that I very much could have like totally died, and I feel like it's a miracle that I kind of like came out of this unscathed for the most part. But it was like February or Marchish. So it's getting like a little bit warmer. There's still snow in the mountains. It's kind of icy and wet, and but there's still a decent amount of snow.
What?
And me, my sister, her boyfriend at the time, and my old bandmate, Bree. So we decided to go to one of the hot springs. It's technically in Idaho. Uh and to get to this specific hot spring, it's kind of like a hike up this mountain. And it's a pretty steep hike, but it's not a long hike. I think it's like about a 20-minute hike. And then you get to the hot spring. But it's
It's
like
pretty
steep.
steep.
It's
Mm.
steep. And this whole trail is it's just ice and snow. And I wasn't wearing I was wearing like hippie girl boots. I don't know. They had no traction at all. Like they were not hiking boots in the slightest.
Teen, it's just stuff
I
teens
just
do.
yeah, they're just so stupid. And yeah, so when we get to the trail, we're kind of looking at it and we're like, this looks kind of sketchy. But we're like, well, we drove all the way here. We're here. We might as well like just go for it.
Yeah.
And so we start hiking up the mountain. And there's two trails that you can take to the hot spring. There's one that goes along the creek at the bottom of the mountain, and then you kind of just go straight up where the hot spring is. And then there's the one that you just take the trail up, 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 up the mountain. And so that's the trail that we're taking because it's technically the easier one. And then it's pretty much just like a cliff between the trail and the creek. It's just a straight
the
drop
easier
off
one.
almost.
Yeah.
So if you slip, you're kind of fucked. If you slip and fall, you're fucked. And I slipped and fell. We're like about maybe 10 or 15 minutes into the hike. So we're almost at the hot spring, but we're
and
very much high up.
And you're a teen, so what was going through your mind? You know you were gonna get fucked if you fall.
So my ass immediately hit. I start sliding down this mountain.
What was going through your mind, man?
I'm
fucked. I'm fucked.
It was so
Oh god.
But I mean,
It's
you
happening.
kind of do trust your adrenaline a little bit. Like your body does like go into this like fight or flight. Like you're not really thinking. You're very much just perceiving the environment around you. And so as I'm like rolling down, feet first on my back, essentially, I'm looking down and I
go,
see like
Okay.
I'm so far I'm getting tossed around by rocks and stuff, but I'm relatively staying on my back for the most part. I see this like stump like poking up in the middle of the cliff, and I'm sliding right to it. And honestly, like one wrong move and like it could have got me in between the legs, which probably I don't know. It wouldn't have been good because I'm moving pretty fast at this point. It's a very steep mountain. So I end
You're
up
just trying to
kind of
grab anything,
to touch the stump with my foot so I
Alright.
can kind of
Yeah.
almost catch myself and like stand up
Alright,
a little
Mikey, hope you
bit,
enjoy
slow
yourself.
down at some
You're
point.
gonna hit hard
Or
tonight, I
if
can
worse
bet you
comes to
that.
worse, I might be able to like grab it with my arm. And what ended up happening is I missed it. My leg ends up kind of looping around. I get kind of yoinked and doinked. And then suddenly now I'm flipped. I'm on my back head first going down the mountain.
Going
Wow.
And,
Yeah, this is a
and
cool slide.
at this point, I'm kind of like tumbling. I'm not really like on my back anymore. I'm kind of getting like fucked around. And finally, I end up grabbing like a shrub or some type of like leafy, viney plant. And I was able to slow myself down just enough. And I ended up stopping myself about 6 feet from the creek where this giant dead tree log was.
Shit.
I get up. I'm scratched the fuck up. I beat the fuck up. But I'm standing, no broken bones, nothing. Just like kind of holes in my clothes, and I had a whole bunch of bruises and scratches. And I can hear like my sister and all of them up at the top of the mountain just screaming like, "Are you okay? Sarah!" And I'm like, I'm and I start crawling up the mountain on my hands
Oh
and
my
my
god.
knees, essentially getting back to the trail. Bree trades me shoes. We continue on. We get to the hot spring, and then coming back down, I remember we all pretty much just like were on our asses, just sliding down the trail slowly.
Yeah, they won't to experience it too, you know.
So that looks fun. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, it was terrifying. And I think what's just scary is that any wrong move could have been the death of me. I
Yeah.
could have hit a tree. I could have hit the log at the bottom of the mountain with my head. My head could have stopped the fall. I don't
Mhm.
know. I could have lost the ability to conceive a child if that stump had landed any other in between my legs. Who knows?
Right? Yeah. But
But hey,
you grabbed. I think that's so.
it was
Like I've seen this before. Where in when people do like bungee jumping and
Mhm.
they're holding the GoPro in their hand, and I'm like, how could they not let go of the GoPro? Well, apparently your
Yeah.
body goes into automatic. If you're falling, it grabs. Like you don't have to think about
Oh
it. You know
yeah.
how like when you were a baby, if you I mean not when you're a baby, when there's a baby and you put your finger and they grab, that it's reflex.
Yeah.
So
Whoa,
apparently we
that's
don't lose that.
crazy.
Even when we are drowning, for example, you
All
don't
right,
know how
Grizzly.
to
No worries.
swim
No
and you're
worries.
drowning. That's why we try to grab the water so that we could survive. It's
Cause you're
a
oh
survival
my
instinct.
god, that's crazy.
Oh,
Right?
The more you know.
it's almost like kind of like almost like it's triggering like your survival instinct, kind of.
It's just kicking
Yeah.
in. You're trying to survive.
Like you want to
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
look
that's
around your
something I
surroundings.
definitely noticed. There were
Yeah.
not
Mhm.
like a lot of thoughts in my head either. It was like really just adrenaline and you're kind of
Mhm.
just like you're locked in a
You're
way.
locked in, yeah. Just trying to
Yeah.
survive. Yeah. Well, so for me, I wouldn't say this is near death, but or maybe it is. So I have a condition called vasovagal sinus cinescope. I don't know if you guys have heard of
What?
that before.
Va- va- I'm gonna
Vasovagal
Google it
sinus
right
rhythm.
now.
So
Vasal Vegamond.
vasovagal.
That
Vasal vagal. That is so that's such a fun
Hmm.
word. It's probably not a fun thing.
sounds like a Digimon.
So I know, right? So I pass out really easily. The thing is,
Oh.
when I pass out, what happens is something gets triggered. So usually it's me me it's pain. Okay, so if I feel pain, even if it's not painful for me, my body like just shuts down. My blood pressure drops, and then my heart stops for like 30 seconds.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, yeah.
For how
And
long?
then for like 30 seconds. And then um I
No. No,
and
thank
then
you.
I would start seizing for like a minute. Kind of my body just like jump starting,
Yeah.
and then I wake up. So that happens to me a lot. And
That's
um
scary as hell.
I
That
know,
is.
right? It's
That's
scary.
That
So
is.
terrifying.
so like as a kid, this was happening to me. Nobody really said anything. Like except
Are there
except
does it just happen randomly or are there
the trigger usually for me is pain. There was
okay.
only this one time that stress triggered it. Like I got mad and then it happened. That was just a one time. But as a kid, when you're about to give out blood and stuff, because I was anemic when I was a kid, I would pass out and I was never they just said I was squeamish. That was also the reason that I didn't go through nursing school. Was I passed out in school while we were drawing blood for my classmates.
Oh.
Um but I was only diagnosed it when I was having a pap smear done, and I think the OB like nicked my cervix a little bit, and and that happened, and then they called cold blue on the hospital. So imagine me coming to it with my legs up and 10 people in the room, one
No.
trying to do CPR on me
Oh
and
yeah, I
one
guess there's no time to get you out of the girdle.
yeah, no. And then like just somebody's trying to stick me with IV. Like there was blood all over the floor, and I was just like,
What the fuck?
I was like, what happened? I just passed out. Like I was like,
You're
I'm
like,
okay.
guys, chill.
I
Uh,
woke up and I'm like, I was feeling them trying to poke me with the IV, and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm okay.
Oh my god. Like,
And
just
then
out for 30 seconds. No big deal or
no
anything.
big
Like
yeah.
deal.
don't get crazy
But
over it or
so
anything.
like that was a very, and this was in 20, I would say 2011. And that was the first time I was diagnosed with something that it was vasovagal. Now,
God, what a
since that
fun
was
word
already in my
though.
chart, that was already in my chart. Every time I need to have, I notice that anything that has to do with my cervix, it happens. So it just like I'm sensitive. My cervix is sensitive. So
Mhm.
every time I go to the get the pap done or anything, I let them know. I let them know that hey, I might pass
I
out.
could pass out. My heart may stop.
The
Don't
thing
freak out,
is,
okay?
whenever I tell them that, they think it's nerves. And it wasn't. Like me myself, I know I'm calm and I'm not nervous about what's about to be done. If this is
Right.
something that is being done every year, I'm pretty sure I'm okay with it. Um,
Mhm.
but they think it's just breathe, it's just nerves, you're okay. And I'm like, well, when I'm about to pass out, I've been passing out so much that I know how it feels like when I'm about to pass out. And it is, how you felt when you were like, oh shit, I slipped, I think I'm fucked, right? That's called impending doom. So you're feeling
Ah,
impending
yes.
doom
The
as it happens.
the best feeling in the world.
And that's how I feel every time I'm about to pass out. And so I
That makes
know
a
how to
lot of
tell
sense though.
I know how to tell people like, hey, I'm about to go.
Yep.
And
Good night.
every single time, bro, they still call code blue, and it's just
God.
I just had IUD placed like last year and it happened. And I woke up again with fucking 10 people in the room with my legs up. And I said, will this ever fucking change? Like,
Will you
I
ever just
told them.
listen to me? I'm actually fine. It's not a big deal.
The
Okay?
thing
Like
is,
anyone else, this is a big deal. For me, like I think we should learn by
and,
now.
like, I am reminded by this every time I see my friends, like my high school friends, because I've passed out so much in school. And some
God.
of them are not even like, one time I passed out because I had a tummy ache. And the same thing happened. I seized and everything. There was this one time I passed out because I was stretching my ears to get earplugs. And I woke up. It was so embarrassing because, like, they didn't want to believe me that I passed out. And apparently, one of my classmates were like smacking me in the face. And I'm like, that's not how you wake up. Somebody's passed out.
You
He
come
was just,
back to and your face is just like throbbing. You're like,
yeah, and
God,
I'm
what
like, what
the
the
hell?
fuck? But what's embarrassing was they tried to bring me to the nurse's clinic, and I woke up in the middle of it, like as they were bringing me. And I'm like, I'm okay. Bring me down. Put me down. And then I walked back to the
Put me down.
classroom, and everyone was just standing at the hallway, like in shock. Like, what the fuck? She was dead. Like she was seizing. Now
She
she's
just
saying she's
died.
So look at
she's
they were looking at it like a cartoon. It's like, this is not supposed to
I
happen.
know, like they were just frozen.
She
And
just
then
respawned.
Say res-
yeah, I
Normally, it's
Just
just
respawned.
one
respawn.
stage of life and death. That should be it.
And then like every time I see my classmates, they would remind me of that every single time. Like I
That
know.
would get annoying. That would get
it's
so annoying,
I mean,
dude.
it's funny now because we're like adults, and
Yeah.
I now have a name for it. Because the bad thing about not knowing what it was is like, hey, I might faint, and when they say that, when they hear that, they just think like, yeah, you're just squeamish, who's sus. But yeah, that happened to me very often. I think the worst one was when I Angela, can you close my door? It's sus. Was when I fell, when I dropped on the floor and I hit my head on the. It was at the gym, at my home gym. So I hit my head on the barbell, and I woke up and I'm like, I had this big gash on my head. But yeah, every time I draw out blood, like I let them
How
know
many
too.
times does it happen like a year, do you think, like on average for you?
So for last year, it happened twice. It happened twice. It was when I had the IUD placed,
Mm-hmm.
and then like the one time that I said that I think I got mad. I don't get mad, but I got
Right.
mad one time, and I just everything just
Because you just got mad because your eyebrow.
because of my eyebrow. She's teasing me because there's this lady, the threading lady, added like a big arc on my eyebrow, and
Trying to
she's
get
like, I always look mad.
trying to get the
Show me,
people
show
eyebrow.
me. Get closer.
Well,
I want
no,
to see. Show
I
me the
told
art.
her that we're gonna change it. I don't want it.
What
But it's like it's a
I
little.
like it.
The arc
What
is
do
a
you
little
want?
too
You want
high.
it to be like flatter?
Yeah, kind of like Asian eyebrows.
What is
Like
what's the
I think they
difference?
call it Korean eyebrows. It's
Korean eyebrow.
more of a flat.
I just think
Oh,
I push brows.
yeah, that I think that would actually look really, really. That would look really nice on you. Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
a little.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do. I do see.
love
I do
sus.
understand. I understand.
you
I see the
understand.
vision. I see the vision.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I get it. I
Well,
get it.
yeah.
I
So
get it.
that's my almost near death. It's not like it's not near death, but
But like, cause it's
kind
like
of.
your
Well, it kind of is.
yeah, cause
Your
it's like that's your
your
condition.
heart
That's
stops
how
and
it
you pass
does.
out, and yeah, I mean that's
Yeah, what I don't like is how you warn your OB that this is gonna happen, and they still don't give the precautions to like give you, I don't know, maybe sedate me or something, or I don't know.
yeah.
But it still happened too when I was giving birth to my first kid, because that was a C-section.
Yeah. Oh
How
my
about
god.
me,
Yeah, if
Mom?
it's like pain related,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I
how does
was
that
okay
affect
when I was
birth?
okay when I gave birth to her, but I think it was because of the hormones. It helped.
My
Okay.
sister.
But with my sister, it was a C. My sister with her sister, it was a C-section, and
Oh.
even if I wasn't feeling pain because I had anesthesia, my body still reacted as
Is
if
reacting
I,
to the pain.
because
Oh,
my
that's
blood pressure
crazy.
dropped so dangerously, and then after that I had some sort of bleeding after, because they couldn't close me up good enough, because I was just I my pulse keeps dropping and my heart keeps like just beating so slowly, and so
That is
mhm.
terrifying.
Wow,
Mm,
but I
mm.
can imagine that like that point like as this happening, especially when your heart is slowing down, like oh
Yeah.
like
What the fuck?
like you feel like you feel like you're hallucinating. You're like
It's crazy. I was awake that whole time. I didn't pass out, but
that
the other symptoms showed up.
like
Like
that's what I'm saying
my
though. Like when all those symptoms are going on, and then like you said, the heart is slowing down. You, like you're just there. You're just right. You're just looking at the sky, at the ceiling. You're just like, what the fuck is going? Your question is like, how am I?
it's the like I said, it's the impending doom. Like that
Mhm.
feeling
The best
that oh
feeling in the
shit.
world, baby.
Yeah. that oh
That's
shit
my
feeling.
favorite.
I think that's why also I feel like people like to skydive and stuff. Not only the adrenaline, but the fact that they could possibly die, and they like that because it's just. And I just saw this because of the episode in Grey's Anatomy I watched yesterday. So she Meredith was
Shout out
like,
Grey's Anatomy.
yeah, Meredith was like, she said that when she had that near death experience, she had a moment of clarity, because that's from that at that moment in time, that's all you could process was like was that's like what Sarah was saying, that she had to grab onto something, and that's all your mind. It's clear. There's no
Yeah.
noise. There's no nothing.
Your
It's
mind
just
is literally like, I need to like slow myself down. I need to save myself.
exactly. So
That's
I think
insane.
that's related. That's why I asked that question.
Yeah, that is
Right?
crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next question. Are you guys ready for the
I'm
next
so
question?
ready.
Yeah, well, actually, let's take a small break because I'm gonna have to run.
Okay.
No. Just take out a bottle and just pee right there.
Yeah, like all the other boys. Come on.
Hello.
Hello.
Do I look like any other boys? Really?
True. You're one of
Really?
a kind, Chewy. You're one of a kind.
Well, I'll give you the good question now so you can think about it. Is what would you eat on your
I
last
quit.
meal if you were in death row?
Okay.
Ooh, I
I'll
need
think
to
about that
think
as
on
I come back.
that
I'll think about that as I
All
come
right.
back.
Also, think about the crime that you think that would take you to death row.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh.
Yep. I was freaking saying that pee to the river.
Pee in the what?
Nothing.
Pee in the
Pee in the river
what?
that you were about to fall to. Just imagine. You're like, good thing I didn't fall into that river.
I don't know. I'm saving the environment. That's why it's called all natural.
It's so bad. All
Alright.
right, who's gonna answer the question first? Guys ready?
Chewy.
So the crazy part is I know what it is, like literally from my last meal to what I could done.
Uh-huh.
And it was crazy, like this has a little backstory to it. There's like why it would really happen to me. So my whole if I were to given a last meal, of course it would have to be homemade tamales made by my grandmother with a couple of couple of tacos like mixed with like el pastor, ground beef, chicken,
Ooh.
and then a couple of like glass bottle cokes from Mexico, like the
Oh
ported,
yeah.
the original, not like no gas bottle soda, just
Yeah.
a glass. And my murder would be multiple degrees of murder.
It would be murder?
Yes.
Dying.
The reason why I say this cuz um back as a kid and most of these stories I'm telling you guys are all coming from when I was a kid in Mexico. So
Mhm.
Okay.
one day I went to go visit my grandfather's dad, rest in peace, in his home. And there was nothing much to do where he lives because he lived in Mexico City, but in the area where he lived in, there was not a lot of things to do. It's just almost like you got to be outside to enjoy the festivities, because it's always crazy outside. But I didn't. My family, my grandparents were scared because of course, with the crime ratio going on with the cartels and mafia and all that stuff out there in Mexico.
Right.
So of course, they try to keep me inside majority of the time, and they always try to make me watch like cartoons, which majority of the time the cartoons never show until like 6 in the morning. All the cartoons that we grew up watching, SpongeBob, Chippendale, all these cartoons, but they were super early in the morning, like at six in the morning. So what I did was I had to walk around to see what could distract me. And my grandfather had these stacks of magazines in his front of the door. The front of the door was right there, and when I looked at it, it was like almost like where you read a newspaper, kind of, right? But it was kind of like the graphic version of it, where like say for example, like let's say someone got decapitated. They found a decapitated head on the street, right? Normally news will not cover that because it's too gruesome and brutal for the public to
Mhm.
watch. But in the magazine that I read, they actually have they have like the CSI investigator, the people that go to the crime scene and take pictures. They give them copies of the crime scene, and they put it on their magazine for people to read, and they be like, and they have very descriptive of like, who's this person, why did this person die, and it tells you how he died, this and this and that. And there were pages, like I can honestly say like 15 pages of just dismemberment, body parts coming out of their, body and stuff like that. Real messed up stuff you normally will not, get, that you don't have a stomach for.
Yeah.
For some reason, don't question it, don't ask. I feel like my ancestor might be Tim Bundy, but I read all 60 of those magazines when those couple days I was with my great grandfather. And my grandmother,
All of them?
I read all 60 of them without like no, like, how like no feeling of like sickness or like, sick to your stomach, like oh my god, this is horrible. I would just read them like it was like almost like I was at school, like reading through, read time. I was just reading through them, looking through each page, little like carefully. So,
Yeah,
so
this is so funny. This is like so funny.
yeah, kind of in my brain it was, but at the same time, my brain was like, I could be a sociopath. I could be a psycho. I could have been a serial killer. But yeah, it was just
But luckily
crazy.
you're not, right?
Ah. Yeah.
I just start avidly teabagging. I just immediately start trying to rizz you up.
Oh, stop.
Oh,
Stop.
so you're a killer, huh?
No, stop. I need to get you a shirt that says killer instinct, and is you just like biting you like nibbling your lips like
Yeah. I need that. I need
You're
that.
trying
I
to
need
like
that.
with your hand, the little hand rub, like, yeah, what's so shoddy? You're a killer. What's
You're the killer.
yeah,
See what we
killer
can do
simp.
about this.
Yeah, Sarah's now the new killer simp. But yeah, I read all that, and I think I had like it in like a POV of like of seeing like something sketchy, like in a gruesome way. Like for instance, like the what do you call it? I actually saw my uncle cut up a chicken, like in real life,
Mm-hmm.
like just to give a neighbor like part of the chicken, like the whole portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember just watching him, right? And he did, and by the way, he did this for fun, like just like get me to react to it. He would do what, like, I think like you were seeing like in TVs where or it's a real thing where if you cut off the chicken's head, it'll start be running for its life for those couple seconds, and then it dies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he did that to get a reaction out of me to see like, oh look, he's still alive, and then dead. And I was just looking at it. I was watching it.
That's fucked up.
I never showed like no enthusiasm, no like pleasure in it. I was just looking at it. I'm like, holy shit, he's still alive. And then he just dead. Like just nonchalantly. So and
Mm-mm.
and when
No,
when I
thank you.
and then like thinking back, like even like now, even when I watch all these like narcos from Netflix on I watch that, and I see what they do. Like even there was like one thing that I was like kind of like I can relate to this guy. Like there was like that moment right where I can relate to this guy. Where there was this gentleman.
I just don't think I've experienced that.
It was that it was I forgot what he calls them, right? But he calls them. It was like something, a type of soup, right? Like a soup. So what he does, like like the members of the family or the gang gang members, they say, like, let's say for example, like, okay, Sarah, you want me to get rid of a body, right? But you don't want nothing traced back to you, like fingerprints, anything of the sort. You don't want nothing traced back to you, right? So I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
okay, I got you. So I'll bring out this big barrel of acid. I don't add the acid in there yet. I had to cut them up. I had to cut the body up in different pieces, from the liver to the head to the arms to the legs.
No, like I understand that. Like I mean, I understand that. I'm not, but I would never do that.
Yeah, but
I would never do
but yeah,
that.
but yeah, going back, that's gonna be me for sure.
You're gonna kill someone and throw their body in a vat of acid.
Bad of acid, let them dismember. That's basically like the whole fucked up murder style.
So is there someone that you would want to kill, or or is this just like
I don't know. I have to check my. Let's see if I haven't got any contracts left. I don't think I have. Nah, not playing. Nah, I'm not the type to go that far.
well, okay. I think okay.
But
Okay.
that'll be my crime if I was to like end up in a go do life of crime and go get loose.
And Anna says straight to death penalty.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
My last meal would be a lot because I would want to taste like everything that I really like. And
Uh-huh.
I probably wouldn't eat it all, but I would definitely have a bite of everything. And it would be my mother's recipe for turkey enchiladas.
Okay,
It would be a fucking burger, a cheeseburger from In-N-Out
of course.
with animal fries.
Okay.
It would also be, what else was I thinking? Oh, and I would have some soju. And I think I'd also do like a steak, like a sirloin. No, you know what? No, it's my last meal. I'd do a filet mignon
Uh-huh.
with a loaded baked potato. And for dessert, I would have a chocolate banana milkshake.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, that's actually a good
Yeah.
spread right there.
Yeah.
That's a good spread.
It's a spread.
Yeah, it's a spread, all right. Yeah.
Crime wise, that I think I would get like killed for. I don't know. I would never like I could never kill someone. I could like it's intentionally, you know? I just I 'cause I can't even hunt. Like I've I
Wait, whoa,
support
whoa, whoa, whoa,
hunting.
whoa,
I'm
whoa,
here
whoa,
for
whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Pump the
I
brakes.
can't
What?
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't hunt. I don't want to kill. I love eating like deer and antelope.
Isn't
I
that like a
so fully
staple for people in Montana? Just to hunt?
100%. I support hunting. I'm here for it.
Well, I
But
can't kill.
I'm not gonna do it. And it's so funny because so my uncle, he they do a lot of bird hunting
Mhm.
up at the like well he's technically my cousin, but he's old enough that I like kind of think of him as an uncle.
Yeah.
So he lives up in the country, way up north, like pretty much on the Canadian border. And him and my other cousin and my dad will go bird hunting all the time, and he has this phenomenal brine for a smoked pheasant, and it's like to die for. It's so good. You know what? Fuck it. We're adding the smoked pheasant onto my last meal as well cuz it's fucking good.
Yeah.
And so like a couple years ago, I called him and I was like, "Hey, so this year when you go bird hunting, can you like smoke a pheasant for me?" He's like, "I'll smoke a pheasant for you, but you got to provide the bird." And I'm like, "But Michael, I can't. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go shoot a bird. I can't do it. I know myself. I cannot do it. I will not do it." And I think that if I did intentionally like kill, even if it's, you know, with respect, I feel like it would fuck me up mentally.
Okay.
Cuz I hate spiders, but I still feel guilty when I kill them. I do. I hate them, but I still feel like really bad. Like I feel really bad for killing the spider. So instead of hunting a bird, I literally just asked almost every single person I know. Because everyone hunts here.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they do.
So I'm like, I need you to get me a pheasant. I need you to get me a pheasant. I need someone to supply me with a pheasant so I can take it to my cousin and he'll smoke it for me.
Oh my god, that's
So I don't think my crime can be murder because it
It-
goes so against my grain.
yeah.
I just can't do it. So I think it would be arson. I think I'd set the White House on fire. Kind of just like for the hell of it, not
Yeah.
like for like any specific like political statement
No, you
either.
just for the fuck of it.
I
like,
think I'd just be like, you know what? I think we need a change here. I think we need a different kind of house.
I can see
Let's
fire.
get rid of this one.
Like, yeah, let's see some fire over there and over there.
I want to see it go. I want to see the flames. I want to see it go boom. That would be my crime.
Well, funny. It's kind of like giving me like that Harley Quinn vibe because I feel like that's like
Yeah,
her thing.
I'm definitely more of an arson girl. I think.
I can picture that.
But I would also make sure that the building was evacuated.
Ah, that's not fun.
I wouldn't, because I'm not. I will not kill anyone, and I will make sure that no one dies.
Dude, that's
But
so much
the
work.
building must go. The building
That's
must
so
go.
much work. That's so much work. I feel.
Because the human lives are way more valuable. Like they're so valuable, right?
Yeah.
But like the White House has got a lot of valuable things in it. Let's just burn it all. Let's just fucking burn it all. I think that'd be kind of fun. In a weird fantasy world, you know, obviously, whatever NSA agent is listening to this stream right now, I have no intention of setting the White House on fire. For legal purposes, I have no intention of setting the White House on fire. However,
there's already agents
I
are
would,
like, go get her.
if I had to do a crime that would punish me, that would be punishable by death, that would be the crime.
I feel like there would be an agent like on stream was like, Bad Aim Baby, aka Sarah, Montana.
Keep an eye on her. She's a loose cannon.
Keep a sniper on her, just in case, you know. Trick her with some killer simps. Like, since that stuff.
No, they know too much. They know my weakness.
Right? Like, that's your kryptonite.
All right, Anna says, okay, so for me, I think I might be caught with treason. Ooh, like curiosity killed the cat. I would be so curious and hack the system or something. Anna would be like, I'm in.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's like, I feel like if like any like you're group good friends with Anna, I feel like it's like, hey, we got this job ready set up, but you're the key to this, and she just already has her gear just ready to go. It's like, when we starting? What we're gonna do? You know?
Put me in, coach. I'm ready.
Yeah, literally, he's just like, I'm ready to go.
Don't worry, I'll be like, I'm in.
I'm in. Anything for The Witcher, I could do it for.
Okay, so like, what kind of, so Anna, what would you be so curious to know about that you would want to hack into it, that you would be willing to risk your life for?
You know
Not
what?
to do something with the info, but just hack the
Ooh.
system because they weak. Because they weak.
Wow.
Their firewall ain't shit.
Damn. Okay. It's shit.
Their firewall ain't shit, especially compared to the firewall that would happen after I set the White House on fire. Doesn't even hold a flame.
You know what's like kind of crazy? Like, okay, this like piggybacking what Anna said about treason. I always had this sense, right? And I know pretty much everyone in their mind would have this sense, right? Like, okay, like for example, you know how you watch military movies?
No.
Like have you ever watched?
Is like Transformers considered a military movie? Yeah, Transformers was just like military propaganda, wasn't it?
Kind of. I say 50-50, right? Let's say 50.
All right,
yeah.
if we're including Transformers, then yeah.
Okay, like based on what you said,
is Forrest Gump a military movie?
It It's a little bit of it because he did got deported to Vietnam in the scene.
He was in the military.
Yeah,
But that wasn't, I guess, the premise of the movie. It's not about how he was in the
it was
military.
not. It
That's
was
just
just,
like,
it was like a story. Like okay, like I went to
yeah, that's just
Vietnam.
another like explanation of his
Yeah, explanation.
character.
But
So no, I don't think I watch like
okay,
military.
okay. So the reason why I say this because I watch so many. Like I used to love history. I'm more of a historian, right? I love war movies.
Ooh,
That was
Chewie the
always my thing.
historian.
Uh, so I watched all these different types of military from like World War II to Desert Storm, you name it, right? I always had this assumption on like
Why
the.
are boys so obsessed with like wars though? And like
I think it's the adrenaline of the.
especially like World War II and World War One. Boys are so into it. No, and not just boys. Sorry. Straight men, I think specifically, are always like why do they all have like a World War One, World War Two like phase? It's like a
It,
little mini Roman Empire for you guys.
yeah, basically like all pride. It's like pride of a man. I think that's what it is. Because if you seen, there's always you seen them. You see how it's like so like inspirational, and you just see like not to be sus about like you know how you just see like this soldiers
Hey yo.
carrying shirt pause.
With their sweaty bodies, with the sweat just dripping off of their muscular uniformed bodies. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Anywho, um, they're they're like surviving like the any trenches, any air,
They're conquering any obstacle. They're protecting our nation.
yeah, and this fight, of course, going out there to kill people like this for the pride of their
I don't.
country, the
Yeah,
pride thing.
yeah.
If short term, if I had to sum it up to one thing about people, well, men, so interested in war movies or the war itself is pride. Always pride. It's
So
because
it's a little gay, is what you mean?
for women's perspective, yes, it's like kind of gay.
Because pride, it was more like a play on words, but
Okay, whatever.
but it's still a little
Where-
gay.
Where floats your boat, I guess. But besides
Strategic
that,
aspect to it, how men did things and ordered everyone around. Then there's pride and ego and patriotism, etc., etc., etc. Yeah,
yeah,
okay. I mean,
yeah.
I get it, but also it's kind of like a little much, don't you think? It's like a little much.
I just,
But I can't speak. I was a fucking horse girl.
the reason, well, I only loved it because of history. Because I'm always interested on like what happened,
And that's
during.
honestly fair. Because like and wars are like huge historical like segments. Like
Yeah,
they kind of war is like that terrible, terrible middle ground that will propel a different kind of future. And
yeah.
then another war will happen, and then that changes the future.
But it's just, but like it was crazy though. Like whenever I listen to like I ever watch or listen like to like documentaries or podcasts about it, right? It's always something new. Like for some reason, like okay, what happened within the time period, or right? But then
Mhm.
they always hit you with like, oh, you know about the main one, but you hear about this one, or did you hear about that one? I'm like, and of course, you want to know more about it. So it's like little by little you get almost like a drug. You just want to know more and more, and if you cut them off, you want more of it, But it's for me as
I need more war.
yeah, basically
I've
that's
read
what it is.
about
That's what it
every
is.
single war in all of the world's history, and now I need more.
Ba-
Let's start one.
It's basically that, right?
Is
But
that men? Did I just?
that's half of it. But I'm a historian, so I'm a nerd at the same time. So
Yeah, new Twitch name, Chewy the Historian.
it's mostly gonna be American history and like military history. That's all
Oh,
but
right, of course. That's very on brand.
yeah, on brand, yeah. But yeah, but there was one time where I always question like for instance, like when a high power orders their generals to do something, right? Like to do something that you believe that like why they do this, they should have done gone a different path or done something differently. So in my mind, I'm like thinking, if I were to do treason, I would hack the shit out of the White House. Not that I will. I have no computer skills in this. I'm a brown Mexican man from California. I can't
He
do
doesn't
shit.
mean it. He's not gonna do it.
I don't know my computers. I just do this for a living. Anywho.
We're not felons. We're not felons.
But I would love to like read the report. I will like read reports, get blueprints of like what their idea was and how much they fucked up, so that way like use it as like do blackmail. I will do a blackmail.
Oh, you would 100% get shot. Yeah, you would get killed in a very mysterious way.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
so that's what I say. So to go with my murder.
Yeah. Anna forgot to tell us her last meal.
Oh yeah, her last.
Okay, she would love to have In-N-Out. Okay, but what is the In-N-Out order specifically?
I know you gotta say it now.
Lasagna and Coke Zero. Classic.
Nice.
Classic. I feel like you and Chewy and Anna had definitely kind of like reasonable like meals. And I like decided
You
to
want
like,
a
just have
whole
buffet.
course dinner?
I want a whole buffet, dude. I want a bite of every single thing that I can possibly have that brings me joy.
Hey, Funny Jay, we were just talking about what will be our last meal and what would be our crime. If you'd like to join in on it, you're more than welcome to. But so far, I think Sarah is trying to say that me and Anna are the psychotic ones, and when it comes to our meals, just basic as hell. And she's
Yeah,
like,
honestly, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that neither one of you guys chose like more items. Like this is your last meal.
what was?
I would like load up. Like I said, I wouldn't eat everything, but I would have a bite of everything.
I think what it is with me, I think it's like the pleasantries of like enjoying the meal itself. Like I think that's in my mind because
That's fair.
I know, because look,
That's
I
fair.
understand. Because I understand, like I understand where you're coming from. Like if you want to go out, you're gonna go out, right? And you want to go out with a blaze of
Anna
glory.
says she means it can be 10 double doubles.
Okay,
That's more like it.
okay, my bad. I guess I'm the psychotic one here. I guess.
Yeah, true. But honestly, Chewy, okay, I'm here. Okay, but I'm gonna hear you out. I'm gonna let you cook because I think I do see what you mean.
Look, okay, look, like for example, like let's say I had a same course of meal you had, right? You gotta think about it. You're they give you that meal for your last day, which is that day, and then the next day you're done, right? So you gotta think about it. You got a full portion. You're gonna go through all that. What happens? You end up getting full. You can't save it. You can have the jail say, "Hey, can you save it? I'll be back." You know, you got go through all that.
Back for that.
You know, like come on, like you wanna if you're gonna like enjoy your meal, you're gonna enjoy it, and then you're gonna be full, and you're like, okay, this is my last day.
But I want to be full of literally all of my favorite food, every single one.
Well, will you get through all that though? Will you get through your full course meal though?
Hell no, I'm not gonna eat everything, but that doesn't matter.
You want to finish it with satisfaction. You look, because I bet you.
I will be plenty
look,
satisfied.
I bet you. Like
sir.
I bet you.
I will be
No.
satisfied.
Don't you dare say that, because I bet you. If you
my tummy would be full with every single one of my favorite foods.
Okay, let's say you miss one that you really want to eat. What's gonna happen now? You're gonna be full of regret saying, "I could eat that last piece of meal," but no, now I have to die. I'm just saying.
Just saying. Saving that baked potato for the next day.
Oh my god! Yeah, see that's.
They're like bringing me to the electric chair.
It was like, can I eat this one?
Wait, can
I eat this when I get killed, please?
Can I just have one more bite of that baked potato? I was holding on to it for a little bit.
Oh my god, Jay, Christ!
And you're just eating there until your appointment. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I would take my. I don't know if you're timed on your like last meal. If you have like a specific allotted time that you
No, for
have
your
to eat
last
your
meal,
meal
you
in.
have your day to yourself to enjoy that last meal. They give you that whole
So
day.
then hell yeah, I'm gonna have a fucking spread. I'm gonna eat. I'll probably finish everything by the end of the day.
Okay.
I think the worst thing about it would be that when I actually died, like my body would be very full of food. You know what I mean? Are you catching what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I know what you're trying to
But
say.
you know what? It wouldn't I would be dead at that point. So it would be the janitor of the jail's problem at that point.
Well,
But
that's
there
true.
would be
Yeah, that's
probably a
true.
massive mess because I would have ingested a quite literal shit ton of
Uh,
food.
oh my god. Hang on, let me read up what Funny J14 said. My last meal will be some big juicy pump brown whip on each. Well, actually, big juicy pump brown whipped with whipped cream on each cheek,
Whip on each cheek.
some sprinkles on it, and then wash it down with some big boobies that has milk in it.
I mean, that is a last meal
So you're trying
in
to
a
say
way.
is you're going to enjoy your meal and you're going to die with a heart on. Got it.
Anna said 10 double doubles, 1 9x13 lasagna, and 2 liters of Coke Zero.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
That's what I'm talking about. See? If I have the whole day to enjoy my favorite food, you bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna have every single one of my favorite food, and I'm gonna eat I'm gonna take my good sweet time. I'm gonna enjoy that. I'm gonna be eating it all day. I'm gonna have a little microwave that I'll be able to, like, if it gets too cold, I'll be able to, like, do a little
I don't
quick
think they're not going to
reheat.
microwave
So
for
my
you.
food will be hot all day, the whole day. It'll be hot. Yeah, I think I have the best answer. I think that you guys have had some really, really great answers throughout this entire stream. But this is one that I
he's like,
stand
I'm
by.
gonna
I
take
think
this
I win.
one.
I think I
I'm
win
taking
this
the dub on
one.
this one.
I think I win this one.
Oh god.
Okay, the next question. What do you think happens when you die?
Like as soon as you stop breathing, like what
What do
happens
you yeah,
in
what do you think happens when you die? Do you think there's like an afterlife? Do you believe in like reincarnation?
I well, I used to believe that, but I think because of based off the people I've encountered like religious wise, I think they said I think I remember getting just the short end where it is like I think you're just going to abyss. It'll be nothing like nothing, and makes me question like, are you sure? Because I could have sworn there is a heaven and hell. You know, like everyone believes that there's a heaven and hell, so it's like there's no.
Well, not everyone.
Well, not well. Yeah, reword it. Not everyone believes that, but I know like people who are like very religious will believe that, and there's like some people be like, it is what it is. There's probably nothing at the end of the tunnel, anyways. You know, people that think like that, but I believe there is. But then again, like I said, it's like even right. Like I believe there's like an afterlife for us to to go like okay, we did our duty in our world, and then we're just we're gonna be relaxed, like almost like we're being relieved of our duty, kind of right. To where I feel like this we're just going into like a almost like a dark place where there's no escape, and that's where you are, like purgatory, kind of like purgatory, if that makes sense.
Hmm. Do you think that like if that is the case that like is your consciousness like still you? Are you still you at that like are you still like the essence of you at that like in that purgatory place
I,
or
I feel
is
like
it different?
no, I think I feel like it's like I feel like if we were past, I feel like anything that I know do, like my personality, the way I am, I feel like it goes with me. I believe it will go with me, but then I had to like of course like you look your I'll be like where am I? You know, always question, right? Like you always ask questions. You be like
I
where
just realized my headphones are
like
on backwards.
like if it's you know, you believe like is this real? Is this not? Am I So you be like feeling around. You're like, am I dead or what is this place? Once you realize, I think that's where it's like, okay, that's where you
So
kind of.
you think that like it's that your consciousness like lives
I feel
on.
like yeah, I feel like my cons will live on.
I don't know. I think it's really tricky. I think I have like a big fear that when you die, you kind of just cease in all aspects of the word. Like you pretty much you cease. You cease to exist.
Yeah,
Everything it you just no longer exist. And I heard I was watching some documentary. I don't remember what it was about. I think it was like a space. I don't. I oh, it was a doc. It was a documentary about infinity,
okay,
and like the concept and like the number. It's just like all about infinity. And I think it was like either a physicist or someone or a mathematician that said like, well, I didn't exist before I was born, and I won't exist when I die. And that freaks me the hell out. I would like that to not really be the case, but I do like the idea. I do like the idea of reincarnation. I think that that could potentially make some sense to me. Or
yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that Kurtzigok, it's on YouTube. The egg.
I've heard about the egg, but I
It's I really like it. So it's essentially this theory that we are all the same being collectively. Kind of similar to like we are the universe experiencing itself. I am you, you are me. We're just different versions of ourselves in a different body in a different
like
life.
like an alternate universe kind of. That makes
Yeah, but we're all kind of living in the same
think.
universe.
Ah, okay, I guess.
And that in that also in that sense that time doesn't necessarily run linearly. It is kind of everywhere all
Yeah,
at once. And when you die, you could potentially be reborn as uh someone who lived in like 1300 BC, or you could be someone that lives in the year 3000. uh or when I die, I could be reborn as you right now.
that is
I don't
actually
know.
that's an
And I
interesting. It is an interesting assumption because I think I feel like there's more to that. I think, but I think it is like based off your beliefs because I know like for instance like people in India, right? It's a very like very Buddhist culture over there, right? And
Mhm.
I know their beliefs is always in reincarnation, and I know their version is a little different. I know every culture has a different version of a reincarnation. Where I remember here reading an article saying that there was an Indian man that passed away not long ago, got resurrected as a cat, and
And how did they
but the thing is like they did research, and I think they did like tested
how would
where
one come to that conclusion?
like they
You know?
yeah. So but like I think but they try to see if it's a real thing, but then it's like, okay, if it's real, then there is belief to say there is such thing as reincarnation.
Right, but I just think it's I think we're in a place where it's like it's impossible to prove that.
Yeah,
So like it relies on your beliefs, but even if you believe something doesn't necessarily make it true.
yeah.
Anna said that's actually how I think it is. You only exist in others' memories. Yeah. I mean, it's very deep.
It's very deep,
it's
yeah.
and it's hard because, and especially like when you lose like a loved one, uh like I remember when I lost my mom, and like pretty much like the first couple years after like her death, I was I was trying pretty actively to get some sense of like her spirit, like if there is, if there's like ghosts or like uh I don't know, people will say that they feel like their ancestors are like watching over them or talking to them. Uh and I wanted to feel that, and I never did.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it made me so afraid that like there could be nothing, because I haven't felt my mom since she died.
Yeah.
But then again, as I've gotten older, it's kind of you begin to learn that like, well, that's not really true, because I feel my mom every day because I'm quite literally a part of her.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's scary, but I don't really know how to like approach like a topic like this with a sense of like peace and understanding, because it does give me so much anxiety.
Well, yeah. Well, like I do kind of understand how that is because I've lost so many people. I know we all have lost so many, me including, because I've lost so many people close,
Mhm.
and it is that feeling where I know, like, of course, when you lose somebody, and of course, your course of action is to move on from it. But it's like, how do you move on from it if you have such a deep connection with a certain individual or this, or something that you beloved? Why would you want to forget the person? Like, who knows? Like, you feel like it could be like a leverage for, like, okay, let's say if this person does get resurrected, how is this person going to be memorized by who? What the best memories of this person had? You can't just say, you can't just let them go without like any sort of memory they had with tied to the person. You know,
Right.
so like, yeah, it's very deep. This is a very deep, and I wish I could say the right thing about it, but it just it's something that is going to be talked about for a while, and it's going to have no answer to it. But it's more complex, more complicated than it is.
Yeah, you'll never really know until you die.
Pretty much, yeah.
But even then, will you ever know then? Even then, you
Like I feel
you
like
might not know. You might not know. You might, I mean,
yeah,
if you cease to exist when you die, you're definitely not going to know, because there's nothing to know. You won't
that's true. Yeah,
exist.
that is
But
true.
if you, let's say reincarnation exists, or like the theory like the egg exists, you're probably not going to, like, when you're reborn, you're not really going to remember your life before. Because then if that was the case, then we would all remember our past lives.
That's true.
But I don't remember a past life. Do you?
I don't think I could.
But I
Oh,
don't know. But I don't know. I do feel like there's this like almost, it's like a memory. It feels like a memory, but it's not mine. And I don't know if it's like a premonition that this might be the way I die, or potentially this is a way that I died in my life before. But it's such a vivid memory. I'm in the woods. There's a mountain lion, and the mountain lion attacks me, jumps on me, jumps on my back, and I can feel, I can remember what the claws feel like in my back.
dang.
But I've never, I mean, I've seen mountain lions, but I've never been attacked by a mountain lion in my life. Uh but I have a memory of being attacked by a mountain, like and it's so vivid. Like I remember feeling the claws in my back and like it's so crazy how like I can remember it, but it
Mm-hmm.
never happened to me. And
It's just
I've read
it's a
that like
simulation.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's a simulation. I mean, that would be cool. I would rather be in a
Cause,
simulation
cause what's crazy?
than
Cause
to be
like
nothing.
this. Cause what's crazy? I'm not sure if you've ever seen it. And then, girl, there was this movie that came out, which is of course is Assassin's Creed. They made a movie based off the game, right?
Hmm.
Well, of course, it's a little different because they did more futuristic, like like if in the future. But they the way how they did it and how they present like you said, sir, like you kind of like picturing a memory of someone. That's what they did, and it looks so weird. But I was like thinking like if this was a real thing, like like if like let's say the future, like legit in the future, if this shit would have happened, this will be like the most weirdest trip that people will experience.
And that's why the people that they put into the program needs to be a relative of the
Yeah,
one that had the memory
yeah,
because it's connected. And that goes to like how I see, to answer the question is I think when we die, it's just gonna be like a really long sleep. Like you fall asleep, you just don't wake up. Just just nothing. Just nothing. That's why I'm a firm believer that I'm a Catholic, but I'm not practicing. But I'm a firm believer of you gotta do the good deeds now so that you get that good karma back, not in the afterlife. Like, why would you want that? Right?
that's
Don't you
true. Yeah,
want the good things
Don't you want
happening
to
to you
done while you're around?
while you're still alive?
but
Like, why would you worry about something that's, you know, in the afterlife?
that's
Like,
fair.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the after. Although, can you imagine how stupid we would feel if like there is an afterlife and they're like, "Oh, cool! Like, welcome to the afterlife. Did you like bring anything? You got any good karma left?" And you're like, "Wait, what? I was supposed to bring stuff? I thought they said you can't take it with you."
Well, I
Like,
paid. You
Damn it!
could be
I
just
used
be
all my
like,
good karma back
I paid.
there. You're telling I could have held on to it? I could have
yeah,
been a billionaire in the afterlife?
pretty much. Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah, like why not do the things right now so so
I
you
don't
have
know
good
because
karma
I might
back.
want to be a billionaire in the afterlife.
They said they couldn't bring all of my monies, but imagine just like everyone bringing their money in the afterlife.
They're gonna turn a
I
new
don't think I
leaf.
read this death contract thoroughly enough.
That's why I really liked Coco, the Disney show Coco,
Oh
cuz
yeah.
Oh yeah,
you know
we
how I
watched that
say,
at TwitchCon.
right? We did. I love that. I love that movie because not that I believe that there is the afterlife that they were talking about, but it's more so when they leave the legacy. Same with the Assassin's Creed, wherein it has to be a family member. You left a legacy. Your DNA is there.
Oh yeah.
Um, and like people will remember you about the things you did. Somebody could rewrite history and maybe change that,
I
but
think
at
that's
the
the
end of
saddest part about history.
yeah, somebody could change it and like
Hmm.
not write the proper one. That's what the whole Assassin's Creed program was about. Was to uncover the real truths in the history. And I think what the memories are what is gonna keep you existing. Once the memories are gone, like what happened in Coco, then you cease to exist too. So, and in the end, yeah, like uh you are a data file in somebody else's brain. And
Trippy.
yeah, and then when you pass, they have this data file in you because they would remember that I passed out a couple of times in high school. Like it's just that's what lives on is what the memories that you make with these people, and I think that's important.
Not gonna lie,
Rather,
And that's
what?
touching too.
no,
That's
not
very
gonna lie, I'm
nice
way
to
too sober
think.
for this type of conversation. I need to be high as a kite at this point.
Yeah, I feel like I should be a lot more stoned than I am.
Like, cause like I said, like conversations like that, like I said, this like these type of conversations, like I cannot. That's why it's hard for me to talk about these type of things, cause I rather be like high off my ass, cause I know how to kind of like puzzle my brain of
Just let it out, because you're having inhibitions because you're not
yeah.
high or sober.
Okay, well, the next time we get together, we should revisit this topic, and
Like it's
we'll get
super
obliteratingly high. Like we'll sit for a
or
couple
drunk,
minutes,
either one, drunk or
or
high,
both.
or both. Yes.
Mhm.
I'll probably be
Yeah.
both. I know I won't be hung. Well, I don't know, but I'm assuming I won't be hungover next time.
She's like, I'm assuming, not promising anything.
I'm not promising, not guaranteeing, but most likely I won't be hungover. So I'll be down to get drunk again.
Oh my god. All right.
Are there any other questions that you have, Anna?
Well, I actually do. It was the last question, and I think you're
was-
the one who brought it up.
I was thinking that would be like the last question.
Yeah, like what is your version of hell? Like, what do you think happens in hell?
If hell exists, what does it
Mhm.
look like to you?
This is assuming that you now believe that there is
now
an
you believe
afterlife.
that there's a heaven and
yeah.
hell.
We just got word. This just in. Breaking news. Hell exists.
I mean,
What is it? What is it?
well, I know it's gonna be like what everyone assumed it is gonna be like. It's like endless pain and suffering, to where like I feel like it's gonna be like almost like what it was in the past, like almost like segregation kind of. Because
Mhm.
you know how like there's you know how like I just saying it, just throwing out there as like just a Hail Mary. Like if there were, of course, you have Satan himself, right, and hell, his whole entourage, right.
I feel like Satan would be kind of sexy. You know, like kind of.
I feel like
Right?
you would be Satan's like side chick or something in hell.
I'd be risen up to Satan.
Yes,
you,
you would. I
you
know
know
you
I'd
would.
be risen up to Satan.
With Marilyn
You want to
Manson
be in
on
his
him.
good graces,
Yeah,
as the king of
or
hell.
or his bad graces.
I feel like you're gonna have. I feel like, Sarah, you're gonna have a great time in hell. I just could tell you that right now.
You just doom Sarah.
Literally,
Like,
the
you're
girl that
doomed.
like could never kill like a living
Yeah, like never
thing.
kill. He's like, I'm just
You're
But she's gonna
damned.
be Satan's good
like, yeah,
girl.
like Satan's good girl. Great.
Honestly, that has a cool ring to it. I could vibe with that.
Satan's good girl. Yeah,
Oh my
Okay,
God.
what does Satan look like in your hell?
Well, was actually kind of crazy. I've interpreted like so many of I've interpreted like so many creepy pastas I've read, look,
Mhm.
pictures. I always believe like Satan was like this like big, of course, very gigantic, because of course
He's
Satan
so tall.
is
He's so tall.
so tall,
Are you
gigantic,
willing to climb a mountain, Sarah?
has the biggest penis in the world. Whatever, I don't care.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Okay,
I don't know.
stop there. You need to stop there. But I just picture him like more like very like vicious, not like very fishy, very already scary, kind of like almost like looking at a skinwalker kind of vibe, but just looking like super ugly but menacing at the same time, that has no remorse, bloodthirsty, and just likes to inflict pain and punishment on those believe like you've done so many bad things. This is gonna be your punishment, and you're gonna fucking like it, where you say you don't like it or not, kind of, right? And then he'll be
Mhm.
and I feel like he'll
He
be,
brings out a whip, and you're like, "Oh, too bad. I'm into that. Sorry."
Be like, no, please, Mr. Satan, don't use the whip.
I don't know about that part, but
I'm looking up pictures of Satan right
I don't know
now.
where the whip comes from, but that's between you two. But
What if it's
Uh,
his tail? Doesn't he have a tail?
yeah, because he's a
Wait,
corporation.
but yeah, this is
up-
Chewy's Satan. Does your Satan have a tail?
Me?
No, Chewy.
It has
Chewy.
a very big penis.
Just horse penis, elephant penis.
So, I don't know, but Godzilla penis. Anywho, this
Mhm.
I feel like after he's done doing his little fucking business, torturing me and shit like that, he'll be having a drink with Al Capone and all the like Hitler and all those sick people as like his little
His friends.
VIP. Yeah, like his
Yeah.
little
A
VIP
VIP.
section.
That's crazy. VIP
So,
section.
You
VIP.
know, I'd be in the VIP section.
But okay. You're saying it's a VIP section, but then if they've done the most crimes, don't they have the worst
But
lashings?
but I think I
Or
feel with them like if I'm just picturing if I was being Satan's shoes, I want them to relive like the agony of like the deaths they like almost
like what they did?
yeah, well, what's his name? Like almost like a Ghost Rider. I'm not sure if you like read about Ghost Rider, but like he does a death stare, right? And there's like
Hmm.
screaming souls going to their eyes. And basically
Yeah.
what it is like they had to feel the inflicting pain they
The
had to
pain.
endure.
Mhm.
So I feel like with them, like the most devastating of them all, they had to endure all the pain, suffering, endure for like forever, pretty much.
But then, wouldn't you say that that makes the Satan good because he's punishing the really bad guys?
But then if he does like punish people, penetrate people, then that's a whole different story. Because he owns succubuses. Does they are evil.
Mhm.
They do originate from hell, and
Yeah.
Satan wants to have a good time, so he wants I don't know this
Yeah, it's like that's why it's tricky. So for me, I don't know if you guys have seen the series Lucifer.
yes
Like
So that
barely.
definitely changed my view. And I know it shouldn't. It's a fiction show, like it's a comics. It
Mhm.
shouldn't,
you just
right?
want to see Satan in the suit, do you?
But
Man, look at Satan in that suit.
but it all makes sense. Like he says, so what this is what Lucifer says. I don't make people do anything. They have free will. It's there and they do it. And what happens in his version of hell is we all get stuck in our little room full of guilt and torturing ourselves. Now, the VIPs that you were talking about are they're already torturing themselves, right? Because of what they did. But if
The
they're not
guilt.
guilty, because they think that what they did is just, right? They don't have regrets. That's when he steps in, brings his demons and tortures themselves. And what the demons do is psychological torture. So like it's not physical. They're not physical beings. It's a spirit.
Yeah.
So it's psychological. It's just like remind him of all the pain that they've inflicted, and so they have to think that over and over and over again. Now, with this in mind, this means that if you're free of guilt, you can be free of hell. So that's
Oh.
what's kind of like what it really got to me. Like,
Yeah.
could it be possible that you can be stuck there because of like because of
Your
you
guilt.
did something wrong and you know that it was your choice to do it. Nobody pushed you to do it. It was your
Mhm.
choice. And when you get that realization that, hey, you know what? Maybe I am sorry. Maybe I regret it. Then you make your way to heaven. And I'd like to believe that hell is like that. Like, you know,
But
he, what Lucifer is saying is that he was just there to watch the souls. He's just there to keep the gates closed,
yeah,
but he's not the one that brought everyone
They
to
brought
hell.
themselves
by
there.
They
themselves.
brought
Yeah.
themselves there, yeah, because he's saying that humans are practicing free will.
Right. Well, and that's like Satan's whole thing, isn't it? Like, isn't that like the biblical kind of backstory too?
Mm-hmm.
That like Michael, right? It was Michael, the archangel,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The archangel.
archangel. Yeah.
uh wasn't he kind of like, I feel like God, you're kind of like telling people what to do a lot, and I
Mm-hmm.
feel like you shouldn't,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want you to tell me what to do, so I'm going to go do my own thing, and
Mm-hmm.
like people should be able to do their own thing. And if it's bad, then they're bad, and if it's good, then they're good. But it's like, yeah, it's like they have autonomy to make those decisions themselves, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what something that he tried to defend himself of. Because when people find out that he's the devil, they go like, "You made me do this. You know, you're the devil incarnate. Like, you're making people do evil things." He's like, "What the fuck? I'm not doing anything. I'm just here." And I'm like, I wonder if he's like that. You know, like he's
Like,
like, "Do you think?
I
yeah.
Do
and
you
that
think you're
would
so
make sense
special?"
to me,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He
That
was like,
makes a lot of sense.
do you think you're so special that I huddle like on your shoulders and be like, hey, do this, do that? You're just like, you're not that special.
Get over yourself, bud.
Right?
And
But yeah, like I said, it's bad that I believe that like I want to believe that because it's a show, but it makes so much sense that
It does.
it
I
should
mean,
be
just
that
the
way.
ethics around it. It does. Yeah, I mean,
And it goes
that's
to
how
like
it
what
should be.
yeah, it goes to what like I was saying earlier that you should your karmic coins should be practiced, like it should be exchanged as if you were still alive, because then you don't know if it's gonna be like that. You don't want to regret things, and, you know, you don't want to do bad things and then regret it and then be like, it's all right, I go to church like every Sunday, so I should be fine. Like
Yeah,
I don't like that at all,
I
like
don't
just
either. Like, I can do bad things and then be forgiven every
and
week.
say sorry about it next
So
time.
therefore I get to do bad things because then I can come clean about it later.
it's like you're-
But I guess that's a simplification of what religion and
yeah,
faith was, though.
that's true.
So
Yeah, that's true.
it's like explaining something to a 4-year-old.
Pretty
But yeah,
much.
That helps me
I'd like
understand it a
Satan
lot
to be
better.
as sexy. Yeah, I'd like
Yeah.
Satan to be like sexy
Satan
like
is
that.
definitely sexy. Okay? Let me tell you about my version of hell.
Okay.
I
Go on.
actually think that if hell exists, I think it is like similar to what Anna was saying. But I think it would be a little bit more intentionally punishing. Like,
Hmm.
instead of it being like, oh, okay, I put myself here, I think that it would be like a higher power that would be the
Put you
one
there to
or be
decide.
the thing that's like punishing you.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I don't know, okay, like, and I'm going to a show now too, but in American Horror
Supernatural. Oh,
Story
okay.
Coven,
Uh-huh.
the one with the witches, they send one of their witches like to the afterlife and they go to hell or something, and it's like their own personal hell. And this like really really nice like hippie Stevie Nicks lover uh is in this hell, and she doesn't even realize that it's hell yet.
Mm-hmm.
But she goes essentially to this memory. She's in a science class and they're dissecting frogs, and I guess the frog was alive.
Oh my
And
god.
the teacher and all the kids are like, you have to kill it, you have to rip it open. And Misty the witch and she's like sobbing, she's like, I don't want to do it, don't make me do it. And they're like, you have to do it. And so she finally does it, and then boom, like she wakes up and she's in the same place at the same time. She has a live frog in front
It's
of
a
her.
loop.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm like,
That's how the
that would,
Lucifer's
and then
hell
she
is.
finally realizes, she's like, I'm doing this over and over and over and over and over again. She just keeps killing this frog over and over and over and over again. And like, she's just sobbing. She like wakes up and she's already crying now. And like, I think that would be hell.
Yeah.
However, the ruler that is running things can be rizzed.
Yep. I bet, to be
There
honest.
can be a way to get out of the loop if you figure out how to riz Daddy Satan.
Yeah, he's a gatekeeper. Duh.
He can keep my gate.
Right. And also so in Supernatural, the idea of hell is much, much worse. Where you're literally put on you're cuffed and you're tied up and they skin you and you feel everything as they skin you. Like that's literal torture.
Mm-hmm.
And time is slow. So you thought it would be just 2 years, but you've already been there for 10 years. And that's why in that show, when people come back from hell, they're fucked up. Because
That
they're
is
like,
true.
there's,
Yeah.
That is true.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're like tortured
Like
and, you know, like
this.
I said, skinned alive for
Yeah.
all those years.
Yeah. That's not fun.
Yeah.
No, I don't want my hell to be like that.
No,
Yeah.
you want a big, tall daddy devil just to whip you around.
Because I think everyone would have their own personal hell. You know, that would be a punishment based off of the way they live their life.
Yeah.
And
like
some loops
exactly,
are
you put
easier to
yourself
handle than
there.
others. Yeah.
Yep.
And I think, yeah, like for me, I feel like my personal hell would be relatively handleable. And I think I'd be able to like come to pretty
You
quickly
didn't
and be
kill
like,
any
you know what?
birds, you know?
Yeah, no, you didn't kill any birds.
That would suck.
The only thing
That
kill
would
you,
suck.
the only thing destroyed is your whole dinner portion. That's all you destroyed.
No, I'm getting that pheasant. I'm getting that pheasant. I'm getting that steak. I'm getting the enchiladas. I'm getting it all. I'm getting it all. Best answer of the night. Whatever. I don't care what you guys say.
It is the best answer of the night.
Oh my god.
It's a whole thing.
The whole thing, yeah, but I'm being called basic.
Yeah.
I think okay, the reason too that I chose that meal is I love it so much that I could eat it over and over. I think that's why I chose that. Like if anything, it's probably the only thing I'll choose if I have to. Same with lasagna. Like I don't get tired of it. And so I want to remember how it tasted. Like even though I think there's not, you know, there's not gonna be anything in the afterlife. Like I'd like to not forget what it tasted like. Can you imagine though? Like remember how I said that we exist in memories and you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's that girl that ate like a lobster and a steak and and in and out and the big milkshake. She's a champion.
She
champion
nailed
eater.
it. Wow, she really nailed it though.
She knows how to live her life.
She knows how to pick a
She
last
even had
meal.
soju. So
Yeah. Hell yeah.
right.
Yep.
Oh my
100%.
Yeah.
And I feel like I should make this like meal for a birthday.
Yes, so the podcast that I was talking about, they actually do that. So they ask
Is it the one
celebrities.
with the good mythical morning
Yeah.
cook?
Mm,
Yeah, I've
the
seen
mythical chef, yeah.
I've
Oh,
seen
I
a
want to
couple
see that. I
episodes
haven't
of
seen that
that.
one.
Yeah, so it's they ask these celebrities what they want to eat and then they cook it. And then they talk about death and life and whatnot.
Like like you say, it's a podcast or it's a video?
It's a video. The podcast is live and then they add snippets on on YouTube.
I want to see that. Can you send me a link?
No, it's dope. Yeah.
You should,
What
you
is it
should.
called?
I just put Post
Last
Malone
Meal.
or like Post Malone or Gordon Ramsay and then Last Meal. And then you'll see it.
Okay.
All right. I have to go though.
Okay,
But
no
yes,
Yeah,
that's fun.
I have to get off as well.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
worries,
go
man.
ahead and watch. Yeah, watch this. It will be in your chat, and then we'll watch it with you.
Okay. Appreciate you guys coming in.
Yes,
Love
this was
you,
fun.
Chewy. All
Love
right,
you.
yeah. Next time we
Bye.
do
Love ya.
this, we have to get ridiculously fucked up and then talk about.
Bad thing is we need to schedule like a good time because the time zone is just I
Yeah.
can't be drunk at 8 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Um,
that's fair.
Maybe
I could get day drunk.
if we start around this time, maybe because this is 2 p.m. So maybe I
Okay.
could start. Yeah.
We could do late. We could maybe do a Saturday
Mm-hmm.
instead
We
of
do
a
Saturday.
Sunday too.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes I do work on Saturdays.
Yeah. We'll
Not
talk
all the
about
Yeah,
it.
like.
All right, yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
All
All
right.
right, well, Chewy, I'm gonna raid you, and then we're gonna watch some of your videos.
Yeah, sure thing.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. All right, that's actually